I'm a fish boy who skates for Team X, blades with a leprechaun who plays basketball. Come to my smart house, meet my alien sister. Don't come hungry, because I'll bet my mom can't cook.
Hello and welcome to Mom Can't Cook, a decom podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Luke Westaway.
And I am the other host, Andy Farrant. And what you're about to hear is a live recording of our Holiday in Handcuffs episode, which was filmed on Monday the 16th of December at the Islington Assembly Halls. Now, Assembly Halls, they're usually used, aren't they, for all the young eligible bachelors and bachelorettes of the ton to sort of meet and mingle and promenade around the place to check out their marriage prospects.
That's what they were doing just before we got in there for sound check.
Yes, there were several gentlemen in there who made northwards of 10,000 a year.
My God.
I know, obviously.
Extremely eligible.
Yes, the ladies of the ton were all over them. Several of them were undertaking long Arctic expeditions to find the Northwest Passage as well.
Oh.
So even better.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I'll see you in 4 years and I'll enjoy your 10,000 a year. Don't mind if I do.
I'll enjoy being mistress of all this. Points to estate. But yeah, we cleared them out and we went in and talked about Holiday in Handcuffs.
We did. It was an amazing show. I had such a good time. Thank you everyone who came. And I think you can probably hear that it was just a lovely venue and they looked after us really well. It looked gorgeous. It sounded gorgeous. Everything was lush.
Yeah, and don't worry, the sound quality is good this time. So look forward to maybe write a review about how good the sound quality is. Anyway, it's Holiday in Handcuffs, which is the romantic kidnap movie. Here's the trailer to kind of brace you for what you're about to listen to.
All Trudy wants is to be the perfect daughter.
I have nothing to offer. No husband, no grandchildren.
So this Christmas, she's bringing home the perfect boyfriend, even if it is a felony.
I'm not her boyfriend. She poked a musket in my ribs, tied me up with furry handcuffs, and drove me to wherever I am right now.
Furry handcuffs. Now I'm embarrassed.
She's holding him hostage, but he's stealing her heart.
Oh, I just needed the,
Melissa Joan Hart. Mario Lopez.
I hope you're not expecting much from Santa. A federal offense probably puts you on the naughty list this year.
The ABC Family original movie, Holiday in Handcuffs. Now available on DVD. Lock one up today.
So that's what's coming up. Without further ado, I will throw over to Andy and Luke from the past to hear what they have to say about this movie.
Take it away, fellas.
I'm a fish boy who skates for Team X, blades with a leprechaun who plays basketball. Come to my smart house, meet my alien sister. Don't come hungry, because I'll bet my mom can't cook.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Mom Can't Cook, a decom podcast live. I'm one of your hosts, Luke Westaway, and the other host is Andy Farrant, but there's something I should tell you. Andy has a very rare anxiety disorder where he actually, some of you have seen the film already, I can see, where he actually, sometimes if he's nervous, like in front of a big crowd of new people, he'll say things like, I've been kidnapped, or I'm here under duress, or call the police, or he's selling my hair on the internet. And the thing is, like, if he says anything like that, all you have to do is just laugh. It puts him right at ease and the show can go on. So you've all got that message. So please welcome to the stage. Come on, don't be shy. You're perfectly safe. Come on. There we go.
Right, well, we should be able to put this charade behind us soon enough. Everyone, this man is holding me here under duress. I have been kidnapped. Why are you laughing? This is serious. This man has committed a felony. Please call the police. It's not funny. It's not a joke. He's selling my hair on the internet.
If you can call that selling, I'm barely making any money. I'm barely covering costs.
The cost of the scissors.
I use
That's a one-time investment.
Yeah, well...
I better be seeing some of this hair money.
I'm not a good businessman. Okay, so seeing as you're here of your own free will, we may as well recap the movie Holiday in Handcuffs, right?
Movie is generous, but yeah.
Tell people what this film is about.
Okay, so this film is about Melissa Joan Hart from Clarissa and Sabrina kidnapping Mario Lopez from Saved by the Bell. And the message of the film is, I think kidnapping is good.
Kidnapping is good if it's something that you really want to do. But you have to really want to do it. Or it's bad.
Yeah, so we're going to go for about an hour, then we'll have a 15-minute interval, so you can get drinks, because you will need them. And then we'll come back for the second half.
Yep.
And you, I will say in advance, you are going to see Mario Lopez's abs, so...
Yeah, and we're holding that back to the second half.
Yeah, hang in there.
Do you see his... You don't see his ass, do you? You see his, like...
You don't see his dick. No, you don't.
Yes. No, you don't see his dick. You see, like... I just want to manage expectations. I don't want people coming up to us afterwards and being like, you said ass, and all I saw was nipples. You see his
I said abs.
Oh, I thought you said ass.
No.
I was going to say, no, you don't.
Well, you got to get the unrated cut, like I've got.
I see. Handcuffs after dark. Okay, thank you so much for coming out tonight, everyone. You are a beautiful audience, look at you, and what a wonderful venue we're in. We really appreciate you all coming out. I know that many of you will have had other offers this close to Christmas. Some of you could probably have been at, like, office Christmas drinks and will have had to tell your co-workers why you couldn't go. So if that's you, we see you, we appreciate you, and you're one of the good ones.
Okay. Yeah, thanks.
All you need to do if you run out of steam when you're doing one of these things, by the way, is just look at Andy as if to go, and now you carry on?
Yeah. Or should we start recapping this terrible movie?
Yeah, okay. All right. Okay, Holiday in Handcuffs. From
Do you want to say anything before we start about this movie and, like, how bad it is? Or maybe you liked it, I don't know.
I didn't like it.
Yeah.
I think it's really very poor. Is there anything I want to say? I think the first half is more enjoyable than the second, before Stockholm Syndrome kicks in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. How about you? Is there anything you...
I think the journey that Mario Lopez's character goes on in this film is utterly wild.
Yes.
I think the message of this film is bad.
Yeah.
The message of this film at the end, they basically say, do whatever you want as long as it makes you happy.
Yeah. I think...
Which includes kidnapping.
I think as well, like, this movie has a very, sort of... considering the plot is so simple, I don't understand how some of the characters are so unclear. Like, and we'll get onto this, but, like, there's a character of the dad, Melissa Joan Hart's dad.
Oh, yeah. Did you think he was sexually attracted to Mario Lopez?
Yes.
Okay, good. Good.
And don't laugh, because when we've got clips and all sorts, and it's honestly the only sane conclusion.
Yeah.
If you watch the film.
We've picked out about twice as many clips as we usually have for one of these things, because you just aren't going to believe some of the things that this film presents as acceptable behaviour.
Yeah.
So
okay, so let's begin. Is everyone comfortable? Yeah. Doesn't matter. Let's
set the scene.
Okay, so with a movie called Holiday in Handcuffs, obviously you're probably familiar with the fact that it's going to feature a kidnapping. So it's important early doors to establish that despite that sinister premise, this is actually a fun and friendly Christmas film.
It's a fun time.
Yeah, it's cute. It's not actually scary.
It's just a cute kidnapping.
Yeah. So we open on a visibly panicking Melissa Joan Hart driving slowly through the woods at night, and we get a line in voiceover, "I'm not crazy."
Yeah, she says, "Doing one crazy thing does not make a person crazy." And she continues to insist as her headlights pick out an exhausted Mario Lopez who is walking freezing along the roadside.
So she says, "This isn't how I planned on spending my Christmas, and I'm sure it's not how David Martin planned on spending his." Is he David Martin for the purposes of
God,
the...
no, he's Mario Lopez.
Okay,
She's Melissa Joan Hart, he's Mario Lopez.
Lopez.
I honestly think this may have been something that happened in real life.
Maybe. I was honestly... Okay, so she's driving along and the headlights pick out a terrified, freezing Mario Lopez. And honestly, when you see that it's him, I was relieved because I thought maybe this film was opening with, like, an earlier victim. And the event of this movie maybe, like, wasn't the first kill. So yeah, I was relieved. Also, this voiceover is weird because it only happens like at the beginning, and it sounds a lot like at the end of the movie it's going to reveal that this, like, it's going to cut to her in court. Sort of.
Like, I am the great red dragon. Yeah.
Yeah, like her last recorded words before she's executed by the state. Okay.
She says the nearest gas station is 20 miles away. He's gone 1.8 miles in the last hour. You do the math. You'll be dead long before you reach it, Mario Lopez.
So she says this, like, kind of mockingly. She's, like, clearly mocking someone who's tried to evade her. Like Kathy Bates in Misery, I think is...
Mario Lopez, like, gets in the car and she sort of, like, shimmies with excitement that he's, like, got into the car with her. And then she says, "You okay? Nothing smart to say." Like, it's such a sinister tone already. It's like,
really
where's
weird.
that smart mouth now, Mario Lopez?
So
maybe I should cut out your jocular tongue.
So he looks at her and he says, "You are the devil."
Sorry, let's not gloss over that. He looks at her and says, "You are the devil." And this is our romantic comedy leads, the two of them together.
And Melissa Joan Hart makes a face that she's going to make a lot through this movie, and you'll see it in a bunch of the clips, but it's a kind of like, whoopsie. Oh, whoopsie, he thinks I'm the devil. Just because I did a widow kidnap.
Widow kidnap?
You're not cross with me, are you? Shall I stop doing that?
Just do it in that direction, not this.
I'm not in trouble, am I? You're not gonna punish me, are you? Okay. So, 18 hours earlier, we're told.
This was a flash forward, right?
Yeah.
So we've seen what will happen further into the film.
Filmmaking.
After Mario.
Storytelling.
In media res.
Yeah. So we're now on December 23rd, 18 hours earlier. We see a sleeping Melissa Joan Hart. An alarm wakes her up and she blearily opens the curtains. There's a distant siren so that we know that she lives somewhere urban.
Yeah. She lives in an apartment which is, you'll see it in a clip in a minute, it is full of like 900 different curtains. It's fascinating. They're all different patterns. Every surface has a curtain on it. I can't understand her apartment.
So on the one hand, it's efficient storytelling because it's telling us that her life is chaotic. She's sort of spiraling out of control.
Because the house is full of 900 curtains, all different patterns.
Yeah, because I don't know, it sort of suggests that maybe she went to, like, a curtain shop and got some curtains.
You know Dexter's Kill Room? It's like...
Yes.
Yeah, it's like that, but sort of patterned fabric instead of clear plastic.
It's like if Dexter was a maximalist, and, you know, it was like...
Yeah. He was like, oh, we should have some fun patterns in here. Make it make it a bit fun for
people.
people.
Why can't Dexter make it fun?
Why can't he make it fun?
Yeah.
I mean, it's fun for him. It should be fun for the victim as well.
Exactly. So Melissa Joan Hart she's doing her hair and she has like 1,000 curlers in. She's putting some sort of liquid on her hair.
I think she's doing a home perm, is what she's doing.
Right, okay. So she's doing a home perm. Then she puts her hair in a plastic bag, which I've not seen before, but maybe it's a thing. Is it a thing?
It's a home perm thing,
It's a thing, cool.
She eats all Chinese food out of a container. It's like, this woman does not have her life together, the language of cinema is telling us.
So, but don't you think it goes too far? Because, like, different curtains, hair in curlers, the Chinese food in the takeout box. But then she goes to turn on the gas to warm up her takeaway, and the gas has been cut off. And then she starts warming up her food with a hairdryer.
Yeah.
It's like... If I saw this scene in a movie, I would normally expect it to be preceded by a shot of someone, like, flushing their medication. Like, it's too much. Like, I mean, she's not...
That supports everything else she does in this film.
It does. Okay, so her mum phones, and as she picks up the phone, she squirts some sort of sauce all over herself. Full stop.
We see some easels with, like, workman-like paintings on them. This will be important to her arc.
Sort of. guess.
So her mum wants to tell her that the family have arrived at this rental house that they're renting for Christmas. The whole family is going to be there. Do you have directions, etc.? She says she's doing seating arrangements for dinner, which is pretty funny because there's going to be 7 people there. She asks if Nick is still coming with her. Of course, says Melissa Joan Hart.
She also asks, do you think Nick could be the one? And as Melissa Joan Hart rushes around, she drops a towel on the timer for her hair, which mutes the ringing. And we find out as well that she is en route to a job interview. Let's have a little look at her spiraling life.
Check out the curtains.
No, I don't have time to talk to... Hi, Dad. Listen, you told Mr. Portnoy that I don't have any sales experience, right?
Oh, what do you mean? You sold him lemonade?
I sold him lemonade when I was 10, when he called me Little Pootie.
Listen, never take no for an answer, and do not leave that room until the job is yours, okay?
Okay, well, what did you tell him I've been doing?
Well, I didn't. I just said you're a late bloomer, but that you're ready to get your life together.
You make me proud. I can't wait to see you. Love you.
Okay.
Drive safe, okay? Bye. Love you.
I can feel it, honey. I think things are turning around for you.
Okay, bye, Mom.
Oh, honey, be sure to do something with your hair.
Oh, my God. Oh, no! This can't be happening!
5 different shower curtains.
And
why?
Is that her bathroom? Because it's not a different room. It's just shower curtains doesn't define the border to the bathroom.
What does it mean? Well, the set designer was like, I know what will give the audience everything they need to know about her character. 5 different shower curtains.
You were so right about Dexter's Kill Room, but fun. It looks like it's been sort of hastily assembled to, like, provide hospital care for someone at home. Like, maybe whoever was before Mario Lopez, she was keeping them sort of barely alive on a drip.
Right, she cut off their legs like in Misery. And yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, cool.
Okay, so we're off to a good start. So she runs into the bathroom and she takes off the hair bag and her hair is completely destroyed. Now, I don't know what the margins on a at-home perm are, but, like...
Oh, I counted. It was 1 minute and 10 seconds longer than she should have left it in.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I don't know much about at-home perms, and that's my failing.
Maybe the margins are razor thin. You have to tear it off at the exact second or your hair is ruined.
So 1 minute would have been good, and 2.5 minutes, it destroys your whole
your
hair.
hair.
Yeah, okay. Are the margins that thin? No, okay.
Well, the thing with perms is you can't wash them for 2 days, otherwise they stop being perms. So she could have just washed... It doesn't matter, it's fine.
Well, she probably couldn't wash it because we have to imagine the water's been cut off.
Yeah, or there's a corpse in the bathtub.
Wait. I've got it. That's not her apartment.
There you go.
The owner's in a different room and has been dead for weeks. So we cut to Melissa Joan Hart in traffic wearing a massive hat. There's more voiceover. This voiceover line is, I think the difference between sanity and insanity often comes down to timing.
Or the amount of kidnaps you do, I guess. Is...
Or whether you're caught. We see her cause a car accident, and I'm not really sure how. I watched it a few times.
Yeah, well, she waves an attractive man out to, like, cross in front of her, and then a car plows into him, and he calls her a bitch. So...
Oh, by the way, her car is insane. It's like, but I've just realised it's not hers. So it's like a pink 1960s Ford Mercury, and she lives in, like, New York, right? That's the implication. But this is the kind of car that, like, Danny Zuko would take down the LA River drag racing or something. It's like...
Yeah, well, he used to before he was... a chloroform-soaked rag was slipped over his mouth at the sock hop.
Yeah. So Melissa Joan Hart arrives at this job interview. She's late. The receptionist says, you're late. Mr. Portnoy cannot see you now. And in rambling fashion, Trudy, Melissa Joan Hart, explains that this is fine, actually, because her dad is neighbours with Mr. Portnoy, and her dad set this whole thing up. So if she could just, like, Nepo baby her way in, that would be so choice.
Yeah, the receptionist is unmoved, but Melissa Joan Hart says, I can't miss this interview, and then showing some of the disdain for society's rules that will shortly lead her to kidnap Mario Lopez, she runs to the window of Mr. Portnoy's office, starts banging on it, and says, Mr. Portnoy, it's me, Little Pootie. For some reason, I don't know why she does
As troubling and confusing. So Mr. Portnoy, for what it's worth, does look at her with sort of sad recognition, like... Oh, Trudy. Like that. And then she falls to the floor, sobbing and muttering, "But things are finally turning around for me."
How many kidnaps will it take?
This is like, has anyone seen Falling Down? It's like, you know how that movie has to kind of set up the situation in which someone could do something so like go completely off the rails, drop through the cracks of society willingly. Mm-hmm. This is what this movie's doing, basically. It's like, here's how she came to be at this...
A kidnapper. So we cut to a restaurant where Melissa Joan Hart works with her friend Lucy. The owner berates her friend and says... get back to work. And she says to Melissa Joan Hart, "That man wouldn't keep his grandfather's gun here if he knew how close I came to killing him every day." We see a lingering close-up of the gun. It is a flintlock pistol from about 1730.
Also, this isn't a kind of sneaky, sneak off and "I wouldn't keep the gun here if he knew how close I came to killing him." She says it loudly in front of all the customers.
Yeah.
And the customers are like, "I see, this is one of those restaurants where you might see the manager die."
Yeah.
I might eat at a restaurant if I thought there was a chance the staff would start killing each other.
Someone would shoot, but only the manager.
Yeah.
Just indiscriminately blasting into the clientele. Melissa Joan Hart takes her hat off and we see the carnage that the extra 1 minute and 10 seconds of home perm solution has wrought to her hair.
I guess it's very curly.
Is it curly?
Is it too curly?
It's quite curly.
It's quite curly. It looks like super noodles before you put the water on.
Sure.
But anyway, so Melissa Joan Hart is mortified that she blew the interview and she doesn't want to go home for the holidays because she's let her parents down in this terrible, terrible way. Mm-hmm. Her mother, she explains, has rented a cabin in the middle of nowhere and she says we're going to be trapped this Christmas like The Shining. My note is that more like Misery would be, but, oh well, at least Nick is coming.
I mean, we don't see Melissa Joan Hart's kind of internal monologue. Maybe inside her head she's seeing all sorts of slaughtered twins and typewriters full of all work and no play makes Melissa Joan a dull girl.
Maybe, but we do hear her internal monologue and it's mostly her saying, "I'm not crazy." So
that's true.
That actually does sound quite a lot like the all work and no play
You're
thing,
right, I forgot she's not crazy.
Yeah. Why do you stop implying she's crazy? Because she said she isn't. So
her and her friend, they chat about the Christmas that's coming up. She says that Nick is coming with her boyfriend Nick, so that's a lifeline. Lucy doesn't like this Nick. She calls him an elitist jackass. And Melissa Joan Hart is like, well, sure, his family owns banks, but isn't it nice to have a wealthy and successful boyfriend for once? And then Nick walks in and sneers at the pause.
Yeah, Nick is like the worst guy. He walks in and looks at Melissa Joan Hart and says, "Oh my God, what happened to you?" He tells her that he's going to pass on Christmas this year because he only said that he'd meet her parents because he knew it was what she wanted to hear, and at that point they hadn't had sex yet, and then he dumps her and leaves.
This film is a bit raunchier than the Sexual Snowman movie, I would say.
This film is raunchier than the Sexual Snowman. The kidnap film is sexy, but the sexy snowman... You know what? It doesn't matter. I'm not here to put Hot
at least you
Frosty
get
on
the
trial.
sense that the characters in this movie know what sex is, unlike
yes, they do.
Lacey Chabert and Mentok the Mind Taker and the Sexual Snowman.
Yeah. Small side note: at some point, a small boy starts shouting at Melissa Joan Hart that she brought him the wrong ice cream. I only say that because you're going to see a boy screaming in a minute, and you're going to be like, "What's with the boy?"
No. All right, it's happening now.
Sorry.
You're a late bloomer, but...
You can't bail on me now. Cocktails are at 6 o'clock.
Actually, it was my father's drink.
I knew that's what you wanted to hear, and we hadn't had sex yet. I don't think we're ever going to get there, sweetheart.
You okay? Where's Nick?
So some context for that. Nick dumped her. He said he's not coming to Christmas and he's not interested in Melissa Joan Hart and he finds her needy and weird and she has kidnapper vibes, so he's going to leave.
Yeah.
So she has a kind of disassociative mental breakdown in the restaurant.
As you can see from that clip, she's sort of spinning out in a fairly sort of wild and dramatic way. Then Melissa Joan Hart's cell phone rings. It's her mum. Her mum is really cross. Her mum is like, I said 6 o'clock for cocktails. The entire world can manage to be on time. Are you trying to ruin Christmas?
It's important to note that before this as well, Mario Lopez walked into the restaurant and he has a ring box that he is sort of regarding with an engagement ring in it. So you're like, oh, this Mario Lopez is here ready to engage to someone, but it's not important because Melissa Joan Hart is having a meltdown and also this kid's going ham on a Sunday.
Yeah. I think having Mario Lopez be about to propose to someone is an unnecessary detail when you know he's going to get kidnapped. Like, we don't, I don't know. I think it makes it too sad and scary somehow. Like, don't show us he's got loved ones. Later on, the film is at pains to point out that he has no living relatives, so no one would mourn his loss. Or even go looking.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's like, don't give him a fiance, and it's weird and sad.
But yeah, we have that scene, which is sort of like something from the first Joker film. But then Melissa Joan Hart regards sexual hunk Mario Lopez removing his coat, and a plan seems to be forming in her mind.
Yeah.
The plan is kidnap.
So Mum on the phone is like, oh, by the way, Nick is bringing dinner clothes, isn't he? Which again is odd because this is for 7 people, and it's like they're all her family. But she's like, oh, Nick is bringing his white tie or whatever.
His tails, yeah.
And Melissa Joan Hart looks at Mario Lopez as he's just sort of getting up to go to the bathroom and says, yes, he's wearing a blue blazer and dress shirt and pink tie, which is, of course, what Mario Lopez is wearing. And Melissa Joan Hart hangs up the phone, and I know we've just had a clip, but here's another one, and it's not my fault, because this movie is insane.
Excuse me.
You're not going to the bathroom.
Oh, this isn't the restroom?
You're coming with me.
No, I'm going to the bathroom. Look, I'm not sure what kind of government-sponsored work program you're a part of, but
So this happens in front of approximately 60 people.
You can see them there! No, look. There's 2 dudes, and they're both on their phones.
Oh, there you go.
A damning critique of modern society.
Who will step in to help Mario Lopez?
We're all too busy on our phones, aren't we? Probably while you were on your phone today, a bunch of people got kidnapped.
You didn't even see it happen.
In your peripheral vision, you didn't even notice.
Yeah, sickening.
Yeah.
Do you think it's a flintlock pistol to make this less scary? If she pulled like a Glock 19 on it.
A Tommy gun. Yeah. Get in the car,
it sort of makes it like a charming aggravated kidnapping if you're doing it with a kind of whimsical gun.
Yes, it is one of many things that this film is sort of pulling out to try and make its plot whimsical and not scary. And I would say that if you're at the point where you're like, I think we'd better make it a flintlock pistol so it's whimsical, maybe don't do the gunpoint kidnap plot for the film at all. Another one, like you'll see it in later clips, like the music, all the way through this movie, like there is a composer just like sweating, being like, I gotta make this whimsical, man. It's like, boom, 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 boom.
Please let me go, please.
But what you're seeing is kind of like, get in the car, get in the car. Ah, people will know where I've gone. It just said, yeah. It makes it worse. It's like the circus music playing while the clowns kill you. It doesn't help.
Being forced into the trunk of a Buick by a clown with a knife, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, some kind of whimsical knife.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
A fun knife.
A fun knife.
It's got a horn on the end. It goes,
yeah.
When you,
Yeah, when it stabs you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she frog marches him out of the restaurant through the back exit. She doesn't literally walk him out in front of all the customers, so, fine. And you see Mario Lopez's girlfriend enters the restaurant looking around for him, so she's in play as well. She's confused because he's not there.
Yeah.
You might be wondering how Melissa Joan Hart is going to get Mario Lopez into her car. Luckily, he slips on some ice, cracks his head open, and loses consciousness, so it's fine.
It looks so painful. But it's okay, because it's like...
He's like, ah!
Yeah. Like dark pool of blood kind of expanding.
She grabs him by the ankles and pulls his unconscious body into the car.
Yeah, the music's all mischievous. Okay, So inside the restaurant, the girlfriend asks Lucy, Melissa Joan Hart's friend, if she's seen her boyfriend, and she's a bit rude to Lucy so that we know she's evil, so it's okay that her boyfriend got kidnapped.
Yeah.
Cut to the car. Mm-hmm. Judging by the scenery, we're driving now, Melissa Joan Hart has been driving for a day?
Yes, like that. They're really somewhere really remote, a lot of trees, a lot of snow.
The road is barely paved, and they were in, like, New York.
Yeah, it's like the start of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And they're driving way out in the countryside.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's interesting, because I think there's another bit in this film that's like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
When they get to the gas station and the guy says, turn back.
No,
okay.
Now there's 3. Good.
Okay, good.
Okay, so...
This is when Mario Lopez wakes up. He's got his hands are, like, tied with Melissa Joan Hart's tights, I think.
Yeah, I think tights,
To, like, the roof of the car.
Again, whimsical restraints.
Yeah.
Whimsy. It's tight. And he's blindfolded, but with her scarf.
So it's not scary.
So it's like, is it really a blindfold if it's a scarf, you know? No, I don't think so.
So he wakes up, Melissa Joan Hart takes his blindfold off, so she just kept him blindfolded while he was unconscious, don't know why. Mario Lopez is like, look, your plan isn't very well thought out. I'm a guy, sooner or later I will violently overpower you.
That is what he says exactly. Your likable protagonist, Mario Lopez.
But our second likable protagonist says, unless you knock yourself out first, or I shoot you.
And she sort of brandishes the gun at him like this. Then a skunk walks into the road and she swerves the car and the gun goes off and blows a huge hole in the seat right by his genitals.
Yeah, the gun blasts a hole between Mario Lopez's legs. Like, the seat, she doesn't blow his genitals off.
No.
Yet. But the threat is clear.
The threat is clear.
She's only a 12-minute reload away from being able to do that again.
Yeah, so, she's only got to get like a sort of long rod.
A powder horn, just like tamping rod, and 12 minutes from now, she's going to be armed and dangerous again.
Ideally, she would have like someone in a line behind her kind of doing this sort of, already loading the next one.
Yeah. She would have a second Melissa Joan Hart kneeling and firing in front of her so they can alternate. Yeah.
So she explains the deal. She says, you're coming home with me to spend Christmas with my family as my boyfriend, and you will be playing the role of Nick, who, remember, has just dumped her. He says that he won't do that, and he says, your boyfriend dumped you. You're one of those hairy lady man-hater types who's been rejected time after time, and now you're taking it out on an innocent bystander.
Just all bangers.
Yeah. Melissa Joan Hart screams, no, I'm not, really loud. And then she realizes that the car has run out of fuel. So they have to head to a gas station.
Have to stop at a gas station. Mario Lopez starts like memorizing the signs so he can tell the police, and she's like, that's enough of that out of you.
It's a really nice touch, though, because he like leans out the window and he's like, the gas station, green and white sign.
Hard across the face.
Stop that.
Inside the gas station, the clerk is a weird chuckling pervert. Melissa Joan Hart buys $10 worth of gas, a litre of vodka, and a pack of beef jerky.
Just good purchases. Kind of purchases that say, I'm doing fine.
The clerk says, I usually pump the gas for the pretty ladies. That won't be necessary, says Melissa Joan Hart.
She's like, that's not necessary.
Yeah, she's desperate for him not to see the bound Lopez in the car. He goes out anyway and sees it, and Melissa Joan Hart explains that it's her boyfriend, and she's simply surprising him with a weekend of sexual bondage in the woods.
And the gas station attendant looks at her and then looks at that and is like, nice. He says...
He's a weird chuckling pervert.
Yeah. He says, you'd better come with me, young lady. And as the viewer, you're like, oh, God, she's going to kill the gas station attendant. He's a witness. She's going to kill him. But he comes back with a pair of handcuffs. But they are a bit fluffy. So whimsy.
Yeah. It's like the gas station scene from No Country for Old Men. It's like, it's like that tense. Will she kill him or not?
Yeah. So back in the car, we get our first bit of kidnapper emotional manipulation. Melissa Joan Hart apologizes to Mario Lopez for raising her voice, doesn't apologize for kidnapping him.
She apologizes for shooting near his dick, though.
Yeah, for nearly shooting his dick and balls clean off. Then she sort of feeds him beef jerky. So that's nice of her. So, you know, on the one hand, kidnap, on the other hand, fed him.
It's impossible to know.
It's
where
impossible to know
this.
where the scales
Yeah.
end up weighing, you know. So she starts guessing his background. She's like, let me guess about your whole deal. She's really like passive-aggressive considering that she's kidnapped.
This man. She's like, oh, I know all about guys like you.
I know your type.
Your
the type I kidnap.
Non-kidnappers.
Yeah. Ones with no family who'll come looking. She says, you're some sort of VP, probably, of a company that your father owns, and he looks sort of sullen, as if to say, yes, that's me.
As if to say, I won't tell you anything, kidnapper.
Yeah, why would you tell why would you tell the kidnapper personal information? Anyway, they get to the cabin. I was a bit disappointed here because I was really enjoying the kind of road movie. It was like True Romance, you know.
Yeah.
Natural Born Killers or something.
Yeah, but they get to the cabin pretty quickly because, you know, we've got to get the bit where he gets Stockholm Syndrome moving.
Of course, yeah. The
But-
filmmakers are like, there's been actually quite a lot of this film is just a kidnap.
Yeah. Well, they arrive at the cabin. It's remote and snowy. People are inside, though, and you think to yourself, okay, so this is where the movie is going to be over, right? He'll just go in, explain his kidnapped status, and that's that.
Yes, because Mario Lopez will say to the family, I've been kidnapped. And surely, the ruse cannot, like, nothing. What could withstand that?
I mean, it's a towering challenge for a screenwriter.
So, don't worry, though. Melissa Joan Hart has a bulletproof plan. She tells her parents, sometimes when Nick gets nervous, he pretends he's been kidnapped. So if he does that, it's just because he's shy, play along. And then she goes to get him from the car, and the following scene is committed to cinema forever.
Okay, listen to me very carefully. She forced me to come here. This woman held me at gunpoint, kidnapped me, and brought me to this house as her hostage.
I see what you mean.
What are you laughing at? Did you just hear me? Yeah. Your daughter is a crazy, dangerous criminal.
Yes, she is. Would you like some eggnog? I have a secret ingredient that makes all the difference. It's ground cloves.
What's the matter with you people? Are you all nuts?
All right, honey, that's enough.
I will be right back. You have yourself a seat, Nick.
My name is not Nick.
Yeah, he does that too.
And I will not have a seat.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go help Mom with the eggnog.
There are not two readings of the dad's relationship with Mario Lopez. There aren't. There's only one.
Hungrily looks him up and down.
Just like, most of the dad's lines in this movie are like noises and grunts.
Yeah.
He's like,
pretty good.
All the time. I also really like the bit where he says, I'm not Nick, and thinking quick, Melissa Joan Hart's like, yes, he also says that.
He also says he's not Nick. He also says, please call the police, I'm being kidnapped.
Yeah.
Classic Nick.
I think Melissa Joan Hart doesn't realise what she's unlocked here. I mean, think of what else you could do with this technique.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd call the police and be like, okay, so there's this bank, but they're shy.
Yeah. This bank has an anxiety disorder. Well, they'll say I'm robbing it.
Well, they'll say that someone's in the safe. And and there's all,
Yeah.
Nothing else is needed. Yeah.
Is there a reading of this film where Melissa Joan Hart has kidnapped all of these people? That's not her mum. That's not her dad.
It would explain everyone's respective ages. Well, yes.
Yeah.
Let's all bear that in mind.
Because if someone came to me and was like, oh, hey, here's my boyfriend, he says he's been kidnapped, and then he came in and was like, please help me, I've been kidnapped, I'd be like, damn, maybe this dude's been kidnapped.
Yeah, I think I would as well.
Especially if they had sort of wild eyes and looked like a kidnapper.
And also, I know parents unconditionally love their children, etc., etc., etc. But, if Melissa Joan Hart's character in this was your daughter, you'd be like, I think a kidnap sort of is consistent.
But doesn't it make more sense if those parents have also been kidnapped?
Yeah.
And he's like, help, I've been kidnapped. And they're like, like us.
Nice. Now you're in the gang.
Yeah.
Anyway, Tuesdays is tacos. So.
Yeah. Anyway, Tuesdays is we take our shirts off day.
Yeah.
No, it isn't, Dad. Damn it, Helen, let me have this.
So, Melissa Joan Hart follows her mother to the kitchen, and again, you're thinking, this is a towering challenge for a screenwriter.
Sure.
How can you possibly put the pieces in place so that Mario Lopez's kidnap goes unquestioned, even though all he does is run around and say, help, I've been kidnapped, and try to run away and escape and fight people. But then Melissa Joan Hart says to her mother, hello, Mum, I was wondering if this year I could be keymaster.
A normal thing to say.
Now, her mum is like, Melissa Joan Hart, usually you hate the idea of the keymaster. And at this point, I'm like, the keymaster? What's keymaster?
It's like an Elden Ring boss. Or...
Yeah. But Melissa Joan Hart says, yeah, I used to not like keymaster, but now I see the higher social purpose.
So it turns out that the family hand over all their keys and mobile phones, and this is the point where I thought, maybe they're all kidnapping each other. Dad kidnapped Mum, you kidnapped Melissa Joan Hart, you kidnapped Mario Lopez. It's like a kidnap pyramid scheme.
Kidnaps all the way down.
Yeah.
This was the other point where I thought it was like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, because it's like, you know how when Leatherface gets you and you're like, oh no, Leatherface, that's so scary, but then it's even worse because Leatherface brings you back to a house full of other Leatherfaces?
Yeah.
I was thinking like maybe all of Melissa Joan Hart's family
they're in on it.
They know about the kidnap. Yeah, they're all in on it.
And their dad comes out in a leather apron and hits him in the head with a hammer.
Yeah.
Out of a side hatch.
So Mum says, okay, you can be keymaster, and then she reaches into the freezer and produces a Ziploc bag full of padlocks. And all I can do is tell you what I saw.
Seems like the sort of thing a kidnapper would have, is all I'm saying.
Yeah. Elsewhere, Mario Lopez, no surprise, sprints out the front door and makes a run for it. He tries the parents' car first, but it's locked. He screams for help, but no help comes because the cabin is very remote. He goes inside and he talks to the dad. He says, listen, man, I can clear this whole thing up. I just need to use the phone. And Dad goes, the keymaster has all the cell phones.
Yeah. He's like,
Mario Lopez, you have wasted your life. You'll find the key behind your eyeball.
Just some very unusual family dynamics. It's at this point you start to piece together how Melissa Joan Hart came to be the way she is. I mean, her character in this, not Melissa Joan Hart. I mean, you know.
Yeah, so two more people enter. It's her brother and sister, the other family's kids.
Katie and Jake.
Katie and Jake. Mum is nice to them, compliments their appearances, etc. Jake says that his girlfriend had to stay in town and work, so she hasn't come. He has some sort of high-flying city job. Mario Lopez is like, please help me, I've been kidnapped, and everyone laughs.
What's so good is that Jake, the brother, comes in and says to his mum, I know I said that my partner could make it, but she actually had to work. And Mum's like, oh, that's a bummer, never mind. And Melissa Joan Hart probably is like, damn, wish I thought of that.
Wouldn't have had to have kidnapped Mario Lopez.
I could have just said Nick had to work and Christmas could have continued as normal. But now I'm going to prison.
Yeah.
So Mom introduces the boyfriend, Nick, to everyone.
Mario Lopez takes Jake aside and pleads with him for some kind of sanity.
Yeah.
He says, you may think your sister is normal, but she's a psychopath. Tell me about it, says Jake. I've been kidnapped too.
He just goes, tell me about it, and then walks away.
He didn't get the little speech about the anxiety disorder either.
No, he didn't. No, all he's got is just some guy being like, I've been kidnapped, you have to help me. I'm not Nick. I'm not Nick. I've been taken. Go look in the car. There's a gun there.
Yeah. So, yeah, good times.
This movie, at this point, it feels like a stress dream. It's like Kafka-esque. It's like, I have dreams like this. It's like, I've got to get to the airport, but everyone I tell about being late for a flight is just like, good one, Luke.
It is, yeah. It's like an endless nightmare from Mario Lopez's perspective.
Yeah.
Just everyone's just like, you've been kidnapped, this is brilliant. And he's just screaming at them for any kind of sanity and not finding it. It's horrifying.
So, heading upstairs, Mom is showing Nick where he'll be sleeping. Melissa Joan Hart interrupts and says, no, I will be sleeping with Nick. Mum is like, okay.
Yeah. So she shows them into, we cut to them in kids' bunk beds.
Whimsy! It's okay.
See, that's fun.
It's okay to kidnap him and be like, I'll be sharing a bedroom with him, mother.
Yeah.
If it turns out that it's bunk beds.
Yeah. He's my boyfriend and we're in love. We must share a bed.
But it's cute because it's bunk beds. It's cute. Yeah, so it's fun.
You see?
So Mario Lopez is on the top bunk. He's telling her that she'll go to prison. She says, I'll kill you first. No. But it's the implication. She says, you may as well relax and get comfortable. And then she says, as the keymaster, brackets question mark, I have control of all the car keys and cell phones.
It's no spoiler or revelation to tell you that these two end up together at the end of the film, but the towering challenge to the screenwriter.
Well, you're looking at the script, right, and you're like, okay, so we're like half an hour in, and at this point, she's kidnapped him, and she's explaining to him that he can't call his family. He doesn't have any family, no one's looking. Can't call his family because she is the keymaster.
Yeah.
Now,
She is the Great Red Dragon.
We've got such a great deal of work to get this to the point where they could be together that there's simply no time to explain what a keymaster is. So you just have to sort of pick it up from context clues.
Yeah, get used to it, schnookums, she taunts. So she's at the taunting stage of her serial killer pathology at this point. So like, Mr. Policeman, I gave you all the clues.
Also, sidebar, the keymaster concept is the stupidest thing in the world. Like, if you're staying with your family in a remote cabin, could you think of a worse idea than to everyone give their phones and car keys to one person?
Oh my God, Grandma, the keymaster fell down the stairs. We need to call the ambulance.
Oh, too bad, I guess. Should we make a guess at where she may have hidden?
Well, we'll have to turn the house upside down. Oh, she died.
Yeah, so the keymaster hides all the keys and car keys and phones, and it's like, if something happens to the keymaster...
Oh my God, an insane drifter with a chainsaw is coming through the house. We need to get out of here. Oh, the car keys are all hidden.
Oh, the keymaster went to the store. They're not here right now.
The keymaster's been chainsawed in half. I guess we're all in trouble.
Keys spilled out.
Hit them well this year.
Okay, so we cut to the dead of night. Mario Lopez sneaks out of his bunk bed and downstairs. He starts searching for the car keys, little knowing how well the keymaster has hidden them. He can't find them, but he decides that even death is better than this, so he hurries out into the cold in the hopes of finding a neighbor. He's like, there must be someone, there must be something. If I just run, maybe it'll be okay.
Yeah, this brings us back to where we started the movie. So yeah, we're back with her getting in the car. They drive back to the house.
Why doesn't he knock her out here?
This is the point at which to overpower her. That's exactly what I've written. Why doesn't he simply kill Melissa Joan Hart?
Because he's not tied up at this point. No. When they're driving back to the car...
Have you seen his arms? He could do it easily.
He could do it, yeah. He could tear the car in half.
Yeah.
Let alone a person.
This is a romantic comedy, I should restate.
Yeah, and it's very sweet and cute.
At this point.
But he doesn't do that. Instead, they go home and his ordeal continues. The next day, Melissa Joan Hart takes a call from Lucy, her friend from the restaurant, who's like, hey, what's going on? You waved a gun around and then left the work.
Melissa Joan Hart explains that she simply had a nervous breakdown. So.
Yeah, she says, those are her words. She said, I had a mental breakdown and kidnapped a man. Mario Lopez sees that this phone call is happening. Now remember, as the keymaster... Well, I'm sorry that I have to keep explaining the keymaster.
He sees her talking outside, and he cracks his knuckles and goes outside to lamp her. But the mum says, "Hey, breakfast, come on in." And instead of saying no, he goes, "Well, it would be impolite not to."
Or punching her.
Yeah, or just punching everyone.
If I'm Mario Lopez, just start punching.
Punch everyone.
Just start punching.
Just do a punch rampage.
Punch the keymaster until they tell you where the keys are.
Kick the cabin down. I don't know. But no, he goes and has some Eggs Benedict instead.
Yeah, and at this point, the movie is kind of starting to fall apart because it's he obviously can't. We can't be under duress all the time or it doesn't make sense. So at this point, Mario Lopez starts to do things like, oh, a chance to escape, I'll take it. But then someone will be like, have a pancake. And he's like, ooh.
I feel like the whole please help me, I've been kidnapped thing might stick if you did it for more than 90 seconds at the start when he came in.
Yeah.
Or if he just was spend the whole night screaming and banging on the walls and...
I would stamp on the dad's feet and be like, now you see I'm serious.
I would kick out every window.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good, because then the place is too cold for anyone to stay in.
I guess we'll all have to go back to the city now.
Yeah, what will you do now?
Oh, the house is on fire. I guess we'll all have to go back to the city.
I would crush the dad's leg so that he needed to go to hospital.
I would kick everyone hard.
Many unexplored avenues of story.
He sees her tuck her cell phone into her bra, and he's like, nice, I'll be able to get that now. So they have a standoff in the kitchen, over the kitchen island, trying to grab this cell phone, and then Melissa Joan Hart sees a meat tenderizer.
Roll clip, I guess.
You know, I was also really good at home ec.
Really? That's useful.
Right. It is, because I was really good at making one dish.
What's that?
Beef tenderloin. Extra tender.
Don't do it! Don't do it!
That is a practice hammer swing, for sure.
Yeah. I mean, smash all the phones, smash the car keys, smash his head.
Smash his head. Did you think she was going to hit him with the hammer?
Yes.
Yeah. And then,
I thought she was going to kill him and then go around killing her family.
I thought she was going to kill him and then say to her family, oh, Nick has a nervous disorder where he lies on the ground and leaks red fluid from his head when he's nervous.
Nick has a nervous disorder where he sometimes beats himself to death with a tenderizer. And if he does that, just laugh along.
Yeah. Then we cut to everyone pointing and laughing at Nick's corpse.
Yeah. That would not be any weirder than some of the things that happen in this film.
It's a Jordan Peele movie. It's objectively terrifying.
Yeah.
This whole thing. At dinner, Mom is losing her mind because she forgot extra virgin olive oil. Mario Lopez sees an opportunity. He offers to go to the store, but Mum says, oh, why don't you go with Dad? It's a long drive. And Dad leaps to his feet. Yes, good idea.
Yeah, good idea. We cut to the dad and Mario Lopez in the car. Dad is humming while maintaining eye contact. The note I have here is, why is the dad so insane? He's just like...
Because he's been kidnapped. Is why. Just before they cut to the car as well, we have a brief scene of Melissa Joan Hart's sister fixing her hair so she won't look like the 1980s WWF wrestler Mr. Perfect for the rest of the film.
So the sister, Katie, she tells Melissa Joan Hart that she looks desperate for a boyfriend, and she's just sort of like casually mean to her. Katie is mean and not very nice. None of Melissa Joan Hart's family are very nice to her.
No, they're all mean and hate her.
This is something that the movie is doing to try and make us feel deep sympathy for Melissa Joan Hart, for the violent kidnapper. They discuss Mario Lopez as well. The family love him. They're like, he's so handsome and successful and well-spoken. We love this Nick. How did you ever land a guy like that, Melissa Joan Hart? That's kind of the vibe.
Yeah, she says she gave him no choice but to love her in a really sort of cynical... I gave him no choice. And everyone's like, say no more, kidnapping.
Yeah.
Like we all are, yeah.
And then the lethal injection takes place. And
Yeah.
The state executes her for her many crimes.
Sure.
Yeah.
So back at the boys, they arrive at the gas station from earlier. Mario Lopez runs inside.
He runs inside and goes up to the gas station guy and says, I've been kidnapped. Let me guess, says the gas station guy, by a pretty lady in a pink dress, and she tied you up and blindfolded you, and she spanks you and does naughty things. And then the gas station guy...
we have a clip, right? This is...
I hope so, because I don't want to say it.
This is too... I don't want to describe the movements.
Also, the dad and Mario Lopez, what... Just watch it.
Mister, you have to help me. I've been kidnapped.
Let me guess. By a sexy lady in a pink dress.
Yes, you remember.
And she tied you up and blindfolded.
Yes, that's right.
And she spanks you and does naughty things. Oh.
What are you doing? Oh, that's disgusting.
Extra virgin olive oil. What does that mean? Can you really be an extra virgin? That little woman at home loves to have everything lathered up in oil. Not that I'm complaining. the best thing about the holidays. No guilt. Right, son?
All I can think is this must have been a more explicit subplot, and I mean explicit subplot. But they
in an earlier draft.
Yeah. But the backspace key's broken as usual, and so they couldn't go back and remove it afterwards when they decided actually let's not have an extended lovemaking scene between the dad and Mario Lopez.
They'd already told the actor to act like he was in love with Mario Lopez, and then they said we've cut that, and he said, well, I've already committed to my acting choices.
He said, I'm method. You're not talking right now to the actor. You're talking to Melissa Joan Hart's father,
who is in love with
Mario Lopez,
and is buying some of that good gas station extra virgin olive oil.
Can you even be an extra virgin? He says. What's this? What is happening at this point in the film? I don't know. Okay, back at the cabin, we meet a new character, Grandma. She's a furious old woman in furs. Can you describe her character any more than that?
Drunk and angry. Mostly.
Yep.
Back at the store, Mario Lopez asks to use the phone again, and the clerk pulls a 12-gauge pump-action shotgun from behind the counter. There's not going to be any trouble in my store, super freak, he says. Which, fine.
He really did just ask to use the phone.
Yeah.
So they drive...
The phone, eh? Gonna blast a hole in you with this shotgun.
Yeah. So they drive back to the cabin, Dad and Mario Lopez. Mario Lopez's options at this point are narrowing. He's heading back to the site of kidnap. He doesn't, he's feeling desperate. He says, oh, let me just turn on the radio. And he reaches over to the radio and he grabs the wheel and tries to crash the car.
Yeah, I'm busting out of here. Calm down, son, yells Dad, and starts choking him.
Yeah.
Gets him in a sort of side headlock.
He gets him in a headlock. So Dad's driving and choking. And he says I know relationships can seem suffocating.
I just want to go home, whispers Mario Lopez. Fun for everyone.
Back to the Leatherface mansion with the whole family of Leatherfaces. This will be our little secret, says Dad. The secret being to remind you that Mario Lopez tried to kill them both. Why? If you're oh, I've just met my daughter's new boyfriend, and he does this thing where he's anxious, so sometimes he pretends he's kidnapped, park that, then the next day, we're out driving, and he just lunges across me and tries to sort of swerve the car into the woods and kill us. And he's like, this will be our little secret. What? Why?
Well, he doesn't want his kidnapper to find out, because, again, he's been kidnapped.
Yeah.
If Melissa Joan Hart were to find out that they both have tried to escape as well, he would get the same punishment.
Yes, okay, yeah.
Misery legs.
The kidnap pyramid is intact.
Yep. They get home. Mario Lopez walks into the cabin and rips a big hole in his pants. Grandma admires his firm buttocks and then introduces herself.
In that order. She's like, hey, nice buttocks. By the way, I'm Grandma. Everyone laughs for ages, by the way. When he bends down and his pants rip, everyone's like, ha 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 ha.
Yeah.
One of us.
It's like friggin' Rosemary's Baby or something. Mario Lopez is the only
Satan. Then they all start ripping their pants. We're the same, you and I.
Yeah. So that's terrifying. Brother Jake says that he has some
Praise the Keymaster.
Mario Lopez can borrow his clothes.
They'll start putting their eyes out with keys.
I can see for the first time.
The doors of perception have been opened. Just as the Keymaster promised. His cabin was built on an ancient door.
Once again, it will open with the blood of Lopez. So upstairs, Mario Lopez is handed clothes by Jake, and he notices that Jake has a cell phone that he's been hiding. I need to make a call, he says. Could I borrow it for a minute? Jake agrees. He takes the phone, goes to a downstairs bathroom, locks himself in, and calls his girlfriend, Jessica. He gets her voicemail, so he calls, for some reason, not the police, but Jessica's mum.
His girlfriend's mum?
Yeah. Stockholm Syndrome setting in. He doesn't want to be rescued, I reckon.
Yeah, exactly. So Mrs. Barber is the mum because his girlfriend is Jessica Barber.
She's too rich and relaxed to talk on the phone properly. She's lounging in a sun lounger by a pool and sort of falls off it. because she's so rich and relaxed.
Yeah, it's kind of implied that her maid, Maria, puts her cocktail just out of reach so that she falls off her lounger and, like, there's a crunching noise, like she breaks her hips. This is a very weird little scene.
Yeah. During this as well, Melissa Joan Hart and her grandmother have teamed up to sort of try and kick the door in.
This is brilliant because Melissa Joan Hart is just chatting with her family. She finds David, the brother, and she's like, "Oh, where's Nick?" And David's like, "Oh, he's on the phone. I know about the Keymaster, but honestly, who cares? So I just let him borrow my phone." And she's like, "What?" So she's like banging on the bathroom door, and then she starts trying to pick the lock.
Yeah, he finally gets Jessica on the phone. She's mad at him for going missing.
Yeah, she's like, "You stood me up at the restaurant," and he's like, I've been kidnapped. Listen to me, He does all the right things.
Yeah.
To be fair to Mario Lopez, I mean, maybe he should call the police instead of Jessica, but he doesn't.
He calls her and asks her to call the police.
Yeah, that's a little confusing. But at least this way, it's like spreading the information. You know, it's like, tell 10 people I've been kidnapped.
Yeah, she's like, "Oh, what excuse do you have for not contacting me for 2 days?" And he's like, "I've been kidnapped." And she's like, "I can't believe you would not talk to me for 2 days. I've been kidnapped
at gunpoint. I am right now being held against my will."
Yeah, but I got stood up, so equally bad.
But anyway, eventually, after a lot of frustrating back and forth, he does manage to get the message across, and
he tells her that he was going to propose.
Yes.
That's why he was at the restaurant. And this brings Jessica around, and I think we have a clip.
We do.
Jessica, are you there?
Oh, you're serious?
Music.
Yes.
Boop, boop, boop,
boop. It's fun.
I have to go.
It's fun.
It's just a good fun time.
It's just fun.
Mario Lopez has now reported this crime to the authorities, so it's only a matter of time before the police show up. And until then, he says to Melissa Joan Hart, he's decided to help her, brackets, question mark.
Yeah,
because
this is really weird.
Because why would you do that?
He says the police are on their way, and she makes this face. Now I'm gonna have to kill you.
He says he's going to be the best boyfriend ever because it's going to be even more satisfying to him when her family learns the truth about her. And she clocks him in the head with a soap dish and drags his body to the wood chipper. And that's where the film ends. So thank you for coming.
Thanks very much. I feel like this is a good point to take our interval. What do you think?
So we have in play now Mario Lopez, going to pretend to be Nick, going to be nice to Melissa Joan Hart. All kinds of shenanigans are probably going to happen, you would imagine.
It's actually quite savage if you think about it, because he's like, I'm going to make your family love me, and then, just when they love me the most, the police will burst in and say you're a kidnapper.
Your moment of greatest triumph will be your moment of greatest despair.
Except that won't happen, because when the police burst in, they'll all start gouging their eyes out with keys. It'll be like the cop in Resident Evil 7. It'll be like looking through the window and like the dad will get him or something.
Spade through the head. Yeah. So and then the screenwriter leant back and went, and now to start the simple task
of undoing all this.
Of undoing everything I've done. Okay, so there's going to be a quick 15-minute interval. We will be back
soon.
Get a drink, and we will be back. Thank you.
Andy, talking about Holiday in Handcuffs has made me feel very afraid of crime, specifically the crime that Melissa Joan Hart is going to take me away.
Okay, well, the chances of Melissa Joan Hart kidnapping you and then Stockholm syndroming you into loving her over the course of a terrible Christmas in a cabin with her family is extremely low, Luke.
Like
so
40%,
that's nothing you need
45%?
I would say no more than 63% of that happening.
Love those odds.
A crime you're much more likely to fall victim to, Luke, is cybercrime.
No! Melissa Joan Hart doing cybercrime on me?
Yeah, she'll cyber kidnap you. She'll have you digitized and placed onto a floppy disk.
No.
And then she'll abscond with you.
Oh, I don't want that to happen. Is there anything I can do to protect myself online, Andy? There must be something, some kind of... Oh, I don't know. Some sort of VPN or so. Could that work?
Some kind of virtual private network? Absolutely, Luke. You can get a VPN like the one offered by the good folks at NordVPN who are sponsoring this podcast.
Yes. Thanks to all kinds of nifty cutting-edge technology, NordVPN keeps your devices malware-free and your online activities safe from strangers' eyes. And also Melissa Joan Hart.
also Melissa Joan Hart, because she's always there in her data center hacking away.
And also from the lawyers of Melissa Joan Hart, who probably would take umbrage with our entire ad spot.
I would like to clarify, this whole bit is a joke.
This whole bit is a bit.
Just be cool. Anyway, listeners like Melissa can go to nordvpn.com/mumcan'tcook and use code MomCan'tCook, all one word, for 4 extra months on the 2-year plan, and to protect their internet connection and privacy online. That's nordvpn.com/MOMCANTCOOK for 4 extra months on the 2-year plan.
Safe browsing, password security, encrypted files, NordVPN does it all. I've been using it for a very long time. I find it a really, really easy and convenient VPN, and I absolutely recommend it.
Oh, I can see you being digitized. It's already too late.
Damn it!
And finish hack sequence. And there, you're back, Luke. I got you off that disc.
Finally.
That those cyber criminals put you onto.
Yeah. There's not a disc been made that can hold me.
Yeah,
that's true. That's literally true.
That's literally true. But now that you're protected with NordVPN, you're probably thinking that you're pretty safe online, right?
Yep. Time to relax.
Wrong, clown. You've gone so long on the internet, just visiting websites willy-nilly, putting your data into things. You don't even know how much your data's been breached. It's breach central out here.
Oh no! I'm looking
You've been
around.
breached senseless.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's breaches everywhere I look. I'm looking around. Yeah, here they
you
are.
You probably think that's it for you, don't you? You probably think, oh no, my data's been breached, and that's the end of it.
Well, once your data's breached, is there anything they can do? It's something that we all worry about in this hectic modern internet life. Is there anyone out there who can help, Andy?
Absolutely, Luke. I'm talking about Incogni. Have you heard of them?
No, but it sounds like some sort of magician. Is Incogni a magician? The great Incogni?
No. Absolutely not.
Okay then.
In a nutshell, your personal information is being sold or published online without you even knowing about it. The good news, however, is that you have the right to protect your privacy by requesting data brokers delete what information they have about you. Now, usually this would take you years to do it manually, but Incogni makes the whole process easy.
Whoa, so I don't have to write to every single person and be like, hey, ESPN, I don't know why I signed up for you.
Yeah.
But delete my
That's
info.
Right. Incogni reaches out to data brokers on your behalf, requests your personal data removal, and deals with any objections from their side. Since many data brokers collect your personal information again after some time, they also take care your data stays off the market by conducting repeated, ongoing removals.
That's right. The whole process is automated, so you can protect your privacy in just 3 easy steps. You create an account, you grant Incogni the right to work for you, and then you kick back and watch them do their grim work.
That's right. So simply go to Incogni, that's incogni.com/MomCan'tCook, and use code MomCan'tCook to get an exclusive 60% off an annual Incogni plan. You will not regret it. Stop being so breached.
Oh, the breaches, they're closing up. I see them. It's like the bit in The Subtle Knife. Do you know The Subtle Knife?
I don't know.
Oh.
I've removed all information about it from the internet.
From philippullman.com.
Yeah.
Let's try Philip. We're back.
We're back.
Someone tried to make it out of the bathroom window.
I've been kidnapped. It's not funny.
That's good. He's nervous. He's shy. And you're all helping a lot, so thank you. No, he did make it to a gas station, but luckily I had already briefed the attendant there that it was just a sex thing.
Yes. Luckily, he was a simple chuckling pervert.
So it was fine. What are we doing again? Surely not recapping Holiday in Handcuffs. That can't be right.
That can't be right. It can't have come to this. No, it has. Where were we? So as you will remember from the end of the first half, Mario Lopez is now going to be nice for reasons that are unclear to me.
So that it's more wounding.
That's right.
When the police sweep in and say, this woman is a kidnapper.
A kidnapper, yeah. So we cut to a close-up of Mario Lopez's jeaned ass. He's helping Dad with his golf swing in a close embrace.
So he's holding him by the hips. Dad sort of looks breathless. Mario Lopez has found the best way we see to Mom and Dad's heart, which is dunking on their daughter right to their faces.
And sort of rubbing his crotch on them.
Yeah. So we get like, it's not really like a montage, but it is a series of very short scenes. But they all kind of, they all show Mario Lopez basically winning over the parents. We see Mum and Dad expressing their profound disappointment with their daughter, who is, quote, a Democrat.
Mario Lopez explains his high-powered real estate job. The dad has heard of the company. A good company, he says.
A good company.
Mum says that when Melissa Joan Hart was small, they paid a little boy down the street to be her friend, but he gave them the money back.
We find out that the parents were very disappointed when Melissa Joan Hart decided to study art instead of law. Do you want fries with that? Quips Mario Lopez, and they embrace him as a son.
Everybody just busts up laughing.
Then we get this line from Mom. So from then on in her childhood, it was Trudy and her projects, and of course Bobo Blonkers.
Yes, they bring up Bobo Blonkers, who is apparently Melissa Joan Hart's imaginary friend. He tells her to do stuff, start small fires. Unexplained animal bones started appearing around the house.
I think Bobo Blonkers wasn't her imaginary friend, but she kidnapped him to be her imaginary friend.
Who can I hear in there? Bobo Blonkers! Of course.
So then Mum is like, hey, we love Nick so much. Let's have him put the star atop the Christmas tree. The mum is really big into Christmas traditions, and she throws around the phrase, ruin Christmas, with reckless abandon. Like, if anyone deviates a little bit, it's like, you're ruining Christmas. Don't ruin Christmas.
Yeah. So Mario Lopez is given the great honor of putting this tree topper on. The parents are absolutely loving this. Melissa Joan Hart is distraught. It's the one role that she has within the family, and they've instantly handed it over to Mario Lopez and his khaki ass.
Yeah. At this point, I might just be imagining it, but I feel like when Mario Lopez climbs the ladder, the dad is like...
Yeah.
Did you notice a look?
Well, at first I thought he was just admiring his ladder technique, but now that you've mentioned it, I think he was admiring his khaki ass.
Yeah. Okay, we then cut to a charming snowball fight outside, and to the movie's credit, the snow is, I think, real snow. It's not like asbestos or soap or...
They're playing American football in the snow. Mario Lopez is good at it. He's beloved by all. Melissa Joan Hart is watching from the window like a Victorian ghost.
It's so funny. There aren't that many people in the family. It's not like Home Alone or whatever. There's
7 people at this house.
There's Mom, Dad, Grandma, and 3 children. And Nick, Mario Lopez. And Melissa Joan Hart isn't invited to the snowball fight.
They're like, we already have even numbers, so sorry.
She's just inside being like... Yeah. And we, the audience, are like, oh, she's having a sad Christmas.
She's sad. They like the person she kidnapped more than her. So he's more of a part of the family than she is. Round the fire, Mum explains that every Christmas Eve they read "'Twas the Night Before Christmas," and Mario Lopez is given the great honor of doing it this year.
This is so weird. And what's weirdest about this is that this is also a thing in A Very Nutty Christmas. Do you remember that? It's like, because... the greatest Christmas ritual, a reading of "'Twas the Night."
Yeah, but the Santa guy gets run out of town on a rail for not being a sexual nutcracker.
Yeah.
And so they have to find someone else to do it.
Yeah, that's right.
And it's the nutcracker.
And
Maybe this is just like families have weird Christmas traditions, and Melissa Joan Hart only does this in her family. She's like, everyone else does this probably.
Everyone else does "'Twas the Night."
Yeah, the Christmas traditions. You read Nightmare Before Christmas, you put an angel on top of the tree, and you kidnap Mario Lopez every year. Every year. He tries to hide, but we find him every year. We track him down. I put an air tag on him 2 years ago, and he hasn't found it.
You can't hide from the Keymaster, Mario. So that evening, Mario Lopez, he's charming the family. They're around the fireside. He's complimenting the architecture because he's passionate about architecture.
Yeah. Melissa Joan Hart storms out because she's unpleasant, and Mario Lopez has effortlessly charmed her family.
Yeah. Mum says, Nick, would you like another piece of pie? And Nick is like, sure. And Mum's like, Trudy, get Nick some pie. And Trudy says, he knows where the kitchen is. And she says, are you trying to ruin Christmas? As you know, it's tradition that you get pie. and Christmas would be ruined if we deviate from this.
Yeah. Mario Lopez manages to get her to come back to the family by arguing with her. And then he reads the story, everyone loves him. Even Melissa Joan Hart starts enjoying it. Everyone is enchanted by his reading.
Yeah, except Melissa Joan Hart, that she's liking it, but then she reaches a point where she's like, I've had enough of this.
She likes it and then stops liking it, and then likes it again for a bit.
Yeah, but then stops liking it.
And then stops liking it.
She says, that's it, I've had enough, and storms out. There's a lot going on here. Okay, so on the one hand, you've got the kidnapper who's like, I'm Huffy. They like Mario Lopez, who I kidnapped, more than they like me. And then you've also got Dad is eating a pie and he's making these noises.
Yeah, it's sort of to set up something later in the film, but he is just like moaning his way through a pie.
Yeah, I was very relieved when later in the film someone says, hey, you make weird noises when you eat. Because I was like, okay, so it was like on purpose.
So that was setting something up. That's cool. That was for a reason.
It doesn't explain why they've done it. Because you have to wait like 45 minutes before someone says, like, hey, man, why do you do that? Sounds all gross.
Yeah, it is weird.
And at this point in your life, you haven't seen the end of the film yet, so you just have Dad going...
Yeah. So we get a scene now where Mum leaves out Oreos and milk for Santa and, like, letters so they can write to Santa.
Oh, my God, this is... Sorry. Okay. I will abide by this family of grown adults reading 'Twas the Night as a sort of tradition, because it's like, whatever, maybe it's a kind of holdover from when they were kids or something.
Mm-hmm.
But Mom's next thing is she insists that all of the grown-ups can't go to bed until they've written letters to Santa. Yeah. These letters are not going to be posted. It's Christmas Eve. Santa, were he real, could not action them.
Jigsaw doesn't put people in reverse bear traps because it serves a functional purpose. He's toying with his prey, much like Mum is here.
You're right. If I think that Mum is toying with her prey, this all makes a lot more sense.
Write a letter to Santa.
Yeah. Okay. So they've got to write letters for Santa, and they can't go to bed until that's done. But good news, because this means that the crackling chemistry between our two lovely leads can finally begin in earnest.
Yeah, they drink an entire bottle of wine, and then they write their letters to Santa. Mario Lopez asks for a new, fully loaded SUV, and Melissa Joan Hart is like, that's shallow, you idiot. I've asked for an end to global warming, you clown.
Yeah. So they compare the things that are on their lists to Santa. Oh, by the way, at some point, Mario Lopez says, a federal offence puts you on the naughty list this year. Which is a good line and just a nice way of letting us know that this will go federal.
Yeah.
They've probably crossed a state line.
So yeah, this is human trafficking at the minimum.
So on Mario Lopez's Christmas list,
yes,
new SUV, fully loaded.
Yes.
And a pasta machine.
Sure. Melissa Joan Hart's
a
list.
Machine that makes pasta or a machine that eats pasta? He doesn't...
She has tiki lights, a Chinese teapot, and to stop disappointing her parents.
But Santa, if there's limited room in the sleigh, the Chinese teapot, please. So she's supposed to be like in her sort of mid-30s, right? And she's putting on her Christmas list, stop disappointing my parents.
I would stop kidnapping people.
So Mario Lopez sees this grown woman who kidnapped him writing on a Christmas list to Santa on Christmas Eve, I don't want to disappoint my parents anymore. And he's like,
I'd like a pasta maker.
He's like, boy, I could go for some pasta, right?
You seen these new ones they've got? They're amazing.
It eats all the pasta up in seconds.
Means I don't have to have any and my abs can stay rock hard. So Melissa Joan Hart, she lays out she pours her heart out to her violent kidnappee. She explains her best Christmas was when she was 10. She took figure skating lessons and she was supposed to have a recital on Christmas Eve. Get your head out of your hands. It snowed and it was cancelled. But Dad put water all over the backyard to make it icy. Mum put lights out and the glow was beautiful and she skated her little routine with her parents watching. It was like she was the only person in the world. They were so proud of her. And somewhere along the way, things changed.
Yeah,
I wish they still felt that way about me, she says.
They changed because she stopped being good at stuff.
She stopped being... When she stopped being 10, when, you know, anything you do is impressive, you're like, oh, well done.
Well, she was 10 and doing an ice skating recital, and it was like, oh, nice, you've worked hard at that. And now she's an adult, and all she does is kidnap and decorate in an insane way.
Look, I've kidnapped someone else. And all right.
Okay.
What, aren't you impressed? Aren't you proud of me? Well,
no.
It's the 6th one this week, Melissa.
They never last. They always escape, and then... Okay.
Mario Lopez stands up, he consoles her, he says that parents always want the best for their kids, but sometimes they don't know what that is, and then they share a deep, longing look for some reason.
Yeah, they stand a little too close to each other for just a moment, and they're clearly falling in love. Cut to Jessica, the girlfriend, would-be fiancé, has gone to the cops to report a kidnapping, but all the cops are wearing reindeer hats and partying too hard to give a shit. She honestly walks into the police station, she's like, I'm here to report a kidnapping, and they're like, ding dong, hey. We'll get to it in the new year.
Hope he doesn't die before it is January. So they're not really interested in investigating this.
But she does eventually communicate to the police that there's been a kidnapping, and they begrudgingly decide to prevent crime.
Yeah. All right, so it's Christmas. We cut to the house. It's Christmas morning. Grandma is making strong Bloody Marys and says, F*** all of you, I hate you and Christmas.
Yeah, she's drinking like a pint of vodka, but the music tells us that this is just wacky Grandma and not troubling or sad. So that's good.
Whenever you think something in this film is troubling or sad... No, it isn't.
So Mum lays out the Christmas Day plans. She is, as always, ruthless with the schedule. At the moment, she says that Mario Lopez and Melissa Joan Hart's job is to go outside and have fun. Sounds fun. What? I mean, outside, wow. But dinner at 4, presents at 7. As they head out, however...
It's a bonkers schedule, sorry.
Dinner at 4, presents at 7.
Presents at 4, dinner at 7.
Was it the other way around?
Yes, presents at 4,
yes, you're right.
At 7.
Presents at 4, dinner at 7.
Presents at 4?
No, you're right, that's demented.
What are you doing all day?
Playing outside. Going outside to have fun.
Trying to escape my kidnapping. Yeah.
Good luck, the keymaster's in charge.
So they go to get their jackets, which are by the door, and Mario Lopez is hypnotized by Melissa Joan Hart's sister's butt, because she's sort of bending over and shaking it around.
She's like doing yoga, and Mario Lopez is like...
Nice.
Wiggling his eyebrows. Why would you put this in the film when you know that you've got... Are the filmmakers sort of daring them... Is this like a sort of level 1 run of this movie or something? They're like, let's make it as hard as we possibly can.
They need to throw some obstacles in the way of this couple.
There is an obstacle. The obstacle is the kidnapping. You don't need to add that he's perving on the sister because she kidnapped him at gunpoint. So it's okay to sort of breeze, but we don't then have to have an additional little road bump where he's like... Yes,
will these two get together? Because I think he might like her sister. And also, she kidnapped him at gunpoint.
Oh, I don't know about these two. Given any opportunity, he'll have sex with her sister, and also... He was kidnapped and taken across state line.
Mario Lopez is sort of like, jealous.
Yeah, he's like, oh, you're jealous that I'm perving on your sister when I should be perving on you, my kidnapper. Heading outside, though, it's time for them to play ice hockey. Melissa Joan Hart says, I've been playing ice hockey with my brothers since I could walk. Let's go. And then she falls over directly onto her head 5 times.
Yep.
Literally 5 times.
Yeah, I counted it was 5. She falls over 5 times. Professional ice skater Melissa Joan Hart.
Yeah, and every time she falls, there's like a sort of like a loud, like a thud, like a crunchy wet. It's like, she keeps falling, like it's on her back every time, and it's like, ah!
Yeah.
Ah! Ah!
And you're like, okay, 3, that's it. Oh no, they're doing it again. 4. Well, 4 will definitely...
Oh!
Okay, no, 5.
Were they like, we're going to have to hurt the kidnapper to get the audience...
To get the audience on side?
To get the audience on side.
Or to explain her actions, she'll need to have a significant head injury. Right?
Yeah, I mean, it helps. So
then they go for a romantic walk after this. They walk and chat and get to know each other. Yeah. What do you do for fun? Mario Lopez asks. She talks about her painting. She's like, it's post-impressionist. And then he cuts in. He's like, I know all about post-impressionist. Cézanne, or more like Alice Neal. And then she's like, oh, I love Alice Neal. They're bonding over their shared love
That's right.
Whoever Alice Neal is.
So she's incredibly impressed and aroused that he knows post-impressionism. Likewise, he confesses that he studied architecture and considered his own firm, but thought it was too risky. And we find out that his parents actually aren't rich. They were school teachers, or at least they were until they died when he was 9. He worked his way through college, he says, mowing lawns for the city. He lived in a 1-bedroom apartment with his granddad. Again, it's like with the sort of heating the food with the hairdryer. It's like this film does what it needs to do, and then it goes a few steps further.
Yeah.
It's like it just needs to be like, oh, actually, he's a hardworking, he's a hardworking lad. He's not a sort of trust fund.
He works at the puppy orphanage.
Yeah. And then they're like, yeah, and he sort of lived on his granddad's lap for 18 years.
But unfortunately, his granddad died when he was kidnapped.
Yeah.
Violently. So they're kind of softening towards each other, and this is underlined by the next scene in which they play chess and then sort of have a fist fight.
Yeah, so she's taking ages to make a move at chess because she's indecisive when it comes to things that aren't kidnaps. And he starts shouting at her chemistry. She goes to touch a piece, and then he grabs her by the wrist.
Oh, that's too bad. Making a move like that must be killing you.
Hey.
Oh, what? You're hitting yourself. Seriously, what are you doing? Trudy, I'm starting to worry about you now. Oh my gosh, you have to stop that right now.
Stop! Oh, give it back. I didn't mean to do that.
But you did it. It's done.
It was a mistake.
You can't take something back once it's already done.
You have to realize right away it was wrong and you're sorry.
Look at his cheeky face. He's going,
oh, you.
I didn't know it was a cute kidnap. Okay then. And she's like, sorry.
But what if I was really sorry?
I'm sorry about the time that I got a tenderizer and smashed up the phone and nearly shot your dick off. Anyway.
So you can see the Stockholm Syndrome is starting to kick in.
That is the face of the syndrome. There it is. Okay, so as you can see, they're in love now. And he no longer minds that he was taken at gunpoint from his loved ones. Later on, they stroll through the house and they pass by under some mistletoe. And Melissa Joan Hart's brother, Jake, is like, he's like really excited.
Really wants to watch them kiss.
Yeah, like he's like, he won't let it go.
Yeah. He's like, this is the shirts off kind of mistletoe. That's a kind Mario Lopez.
No, it's a tradition.
It's a tradition in the house.
If it's got 4 red berries...
Berries of 4, shirts on the floor. It's what they say.
It's an established Christmas rhyme. I'd look it up, except the Keymaster has my phone. What am I to do?
So yeah, they share a sweet smooch.
Yeah, they just start Frenching and there's a twinkly sound to let us know it's nice. Cut back to the diner where Melissa Joan Hart
the investigation into Mario Lopez's kidnapping is carrying on apace. Jessica is being shown around the diner with the cops. They ask after Melissa Joan Hart and the gun, and Taj, the owner of the diner, he denies everything. He doesn't want to get involved, I guess. At the cabin, Melissa Joan Hart goes to see her mum. It's 4 o'clock, they should be opening presents, but she's disassociating while folding her husband's jockey shorts.
Yeah, so at this point, Mom's had an off-camera mental breakdown. Genuinely. Yes. She was she's so sort of time-focused and stuff. And then, nothing happens, as far as we know. And next time Melissa Joan Hart sees her, she's she's sort of just staring into the distance, folding her dad's underwear, and she's like, have you ever slept with more than one man?
Mm-hmm. She says, sometimes I have dreams that hundreds of pairs of underwear envelop me.
The note I had at this point was, I have no idea where this parent-marriage subplot is headed. Because the ingredients we have are Mum, who's seems dissatisfied, but in a sort of vague and confused way. We have Dad, who seems to be really have the hots for Mario Lopez. And the other thing he does is be disappointed in his children and eat weird.
Yeah.
So, put them in the stew pot, and what is the B plot that comes out? I don't know.
Something to do with underwear. I don't know. She says, "You know, your father is the only man I've ever slept with." It's a weird scene. Elsewhere, Mario Lopez finds a book full of photos of Melissa Joan Hart's paintings. He leafs through them and appreciates them.
And they are like photos of the paintings. It's so weird. It's a paper notebook with stuck-in photos of her paintings. And he looks through them, and the music tells us that he is awed and inspired by the pure art contained within.
Yeah, so the presents start. Melissa Joan Hart mentions to Jake, her brother, that their mum is trapped in a loveless marriage. The presents are handed out. Mario Lopez receives a back scrubber. Cool, he says. He doesn't lay about the family with it and escapes.
He immediately beats their brains out.
But fine.
We get a quick-fire montage of everyone opening one present. What is going on here? Because, there's 7 people there, right? And everyone gets one present?
Yeah.
Everyone's been bought one present from everyone else in the family. It's a bit weird. And all of the, everyone hates their presents. All of the presents are really passive-aggressive. Melissa Joan Hart gets a pink dress that she hates, and she visibly hates it.
Well, she gets one more present. She gets a briefcase for her corpo career that her dad wants her to go into.
A sensible briefcase.
And this is a sort of jumping-off point for him to give her a bollocking about not having a job.
Like all the best Christmas presents, it's a sort of way in for a bollocking about about her life choices. He says, "You need to grow up and get focused on a legitimate career," and then he yells at her for absolutely ages about how painting is bullshit until she's crying.
Yeah. But who should stand up for her but Mario Lopez, brandishing a back scratcher. He lays about the dad. No, he says, "I've seen Melissa Joan Hart's paintings, and they're raw and expressive, complex and strange, but really beautiful. And I have one more gift for her," he says, and then gets down on one knee. "Melissa Joan Hart, will you marry me?" he says, producing the wedding ring that he had, the engagement ring.
That he was going to give to his long-term girlfriend 1.5 days ago.
But now, Stockholm Syndrome has weaved its magic.
It's so funny when he stands up for her and he's like, "Hey, Mr. Melissa Joan Hart, I've seen your daughter's paintings and they're good." And the dad makes a face as if to say, "Well, if your art could impress a man, maybe I've had this..."
Yeah.
"Maybe I'm wrong about this whole thing."
She may be scruffy and lazy and unfocused and stupid and a kidnapper. Sorry, I've forgotten where I was going with this.
So the whole family embraces. Mum and Dad are super pleased about the engagement. And Mum says, "Okay, let's meet back for dinner in 3 hours."
Yeah.
Because remember, presents were at 4, dinner at 7.
Yeah.
So presumably presents took less than 1 minute. If everyone just tears them open at the same time.
Yeah.
And we allow ourselves a 20-second buffer in case anyone wants to propose.
And then, we got solid 3 hours.
Yeah. And then they all go their separate ways. This is the most this is the most bizarre Christmas day. It's like at breakfast. They're all together at Christmas in this cabin, and it's like, okay, see you at 4. And then they all go off and have different days.
It's like the cornucopia in the Hunger Games. They all scatter.
Yeah, they scatter.
They all scatter to the 4 corners of the house.
Yeah. David's putting cake on his face.
Hiding in the garden.
Disguising himself as a tree.
The Battle Royale announcement comes over the tannoy.
Oh, that's what the presents are.
Number 13, Kyoto has been killed.
The back scratcher is for it's his weapon. So they're like, okay, presents was fun. Let's meet up again in 3 hours. Bye. And they all sprint off.
It's all scattered to the corners of the house. After Mario Lopez proposes as well, Melissa Joan Hart's dad walks up to him, places his hands on his chest and goes, "Son." So I don't know what that's about.
So just put it in the stew pot, I guess.
Yeah.
We'll see what comes out at the end. So Melissa Joan Hart says, "Thank you, Mario Lopez, for proposing to me." And she apologizes for taking him at gunpoint. He says, "To tell you the truth, it hasn't been that bad." And she vows to take him wherever he wants to go tomorrow. He just has to keep on course until after Christmas dinner.
Yeah.
Note that she has not freed him.
Well, she also thanks him. She says, "Oh, thanks for saying all that stuff about my art. You didn't have to make all that up." And he's like, "Oh, no, I did see the album in your bag." And she was like, "Oh, trying to escape, eh?" Well, the keys aren't there.
Because I am the keymaster, and I'll kill you if you try again.
I told you it's behind your eyeball.
And I won't kill you quick.
Yeah, so he's just got to hang in there through Christmas dinner and she'll take him wherever he wants to go tomorrow.
Yeah. So then Melissa Joan Hart goes to take out the trash.
By which we mean kill Maria Lopez.
And she finds her brother drinking alone in the freezing garage.
In the dark.
In the dark. Just a good family energy. The two of them chat about her being engaged. He confesses that this mysterious girlfriend of his, Jan, and he broke up 6 months ago, and he started seeing someone new, and his name is Ryan. Melissa Joan Hart, to her credit, is immediately supportive. A kidnapper, yes, but a good sister. We contain multitudes, don't we? Indeed.
She says, I think maybe I knew. And he says, no, you didn't. I didn't even know. And then she's like, no, I did know, though.
So don't think you're clever.
Yeah. I knew first. I'm the knower.
I knew before you.
I'm the gay knower.
Yeah.
He said he thought...
I'm gay as well, actually.
Super gay. More gay than you, I think. He said he wanted to tell everyone at dinner, and she says, are you out of your mind? That's a really bad idea. Inside, Grandma has discovered the Keymaster's key stash and is making a break for it.
It was hidden. Melissa Joan Hart, we didn't see this, but Melissa Joan Hart had hidden them inside the head of a taxidermied bear. Because I guess this is like a point-and-click adventure where we're playing the grandma now.
Yeah.
So she's making a break for it. So she takes the car keys. I'm not exaggerating, she's literally trying to leave Christmas.
Yeah. She's also super drunk. So she says to Mario Lopez sees this and chases her, gets in the car with her. She says, I'm going back to the city to get a decent steak and a cognac. We've all been kidnapped. We can escape now. Come with me. And then she drunk drives backwards into a ditch.
Yeah, so she immediately smashes it into this stand of trees.
Melissa Joan Hart runs out to this car accident involving her grandmother, and her first question is to Mario Lopez, what happened to not trying to escape anymore?
Yeah, the car's destroyed. There's smoke pouring.
Grandma's in the passenger seat.
Yeah.
Look who's trying to escape.
And she's offended. She's like, I thought we'd come to an understanding where you love me, and that's the end of the understanding.
Now I've got to give you misery legs. Pass the sledgehammer.
So we cut back to the cops and Jessica. They are interviewing colleague Lucy at her home. She is in the middle of some kind of Christmas sex festival.
Yeah, Lucy is also a sexual deviant. For some reason, she's involved in some kind of baby kink.
A Christmas kink.
Yeah, there's a nude man going... I'm a baby, and I want presents. And she's in a nightie, and the cops are like, hey, what's going on here? And she's like, don't even worry about it.
Look, it says something about this movie that we're not playing you a scene of that. That's one of the ones that's oh yeah, and this.
Yeah.
And there's a bunch of
Anyway, they want to know where Melissa Joan Hart is, and she says, I don't know. And they said, well, when we find her, you're going to prison too for knowing her. And then she says, it's not her fault, it's men. They drive women crazy. And the cops are like, good point, let's wrap this investigation up.
Good point, back to the station. Yeah. Ding dong merrily on her. But anyway, never mind any of that, because we're about to show you Melissa Joan Hart walking in on Mario Lopez wearing only a towel.
Yep, she takes in his hot body.
Yep, and just to be clear, again, you're not going to see his ass. So, we're not promising that.
Yeah.
We didn't make... If we had made it, you would see his ass.
Blame us.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I just needed the toothpaste.
There you go. Do you need to take a shower?
No, I'll wait till you're dry. Dressed. Done. Whew. Okay. Well, I should probably go now.
The face of Stockholm Syndrome.
So, it's a degree more raunchy than the Sexual Nutcracker movie. We never saw his body, maybe because it was a weird nightmare under there.
Yeah, because it was carrots and...
He was hinged at the groin. It's good. If you got 2006 Mario Lopez, get his shirt off.
I think that I like that scene. I think it's good. The note I have though is that now is when Mario Lopez should hit her over the head, take her hostage at knife point, and demand the family drive you to a police station. Like, her guard is down. You're holding a razor.
Yeah.
Now is the time.
Yeah, to be honest, if he'd just been nude for the rest of the time he's been in the house, that probably would have, thrown them a bit.
Yeah, that's true.
He's just scampering around the house on all fours, saying, "I've been kidnapped, I've been kidnapped."
It's another thing you could do, isn't it? It's another little utility in your toolbox if you're trying to convince someone you've been kidnapped and they've been told that sometimes you have an anxiety disorder that means sometimes you pretend to be kidnapped, so just laugh and play along. You could take all your clothes off and be like, "What do you make of this?"
Well, that is what they teach you in the anti-kidnap courses.
So it's time for dinner. We see, before they head downstairs to have dinner with like 3 members of the family, Melissa Joan Hart and Mario Lopez have got insanely dressed up. They look like they're going to a Batman ball that the Joker is going to smash through the ceiling with.
Yeah. The unveiling of the new star of Gotham Diamond.
Yeah.
There should be a fine affair this evening.
Yes.
Certainly hope that penguin doesn't show up. But before they go down to dinner, he says, "Come on, I want to show you something." And he takes her out to the ice out the back of the house, and then forces her to put on ice skates and has rigged up lights around the place.
That's right. He's giving her what every girl dreams of, a perfect recreation of her 10-year-old skating recital. He says, "You owe me a show."
Mm-hmm. I mean, she fell over 5 times playing ice hockey.
Yeah, I'm nervous here because we saw Melissa Joan Hart walk on the ice and it looked genuinely unsteady.
Her skills have clearly deteriorated since she was 10.
Yeah.
Again, which was at least 20 years ago.
Do you think... I would like to see a sort of timeline of events of this movie because I can't see when Mario Lopez could feasibly have been outside and done all this. He would have had to start when he still was trying to escape.
Okay, right.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it would have taken so long to rig this. It's like so much festooning and he's like smoothed out ice.
He's had to run sort of electrical extension cables out from the house somehow.
Well, he probably started doing that in some sort of bid to escape. Like, I'll create an electrical fire in the home and then as they spill out one by one, I'll bash them on the head.
with this loofah that I got for Christmas.
Yeah, and then I'll sort of pour through the ashes until I find the unburnt car keys and drive myself to safety. But while he was doing that, he fell in love.
Yeah. And he was like, I can repurpose most of this murder plan into a romance plan.
So, brilliantly, this ice skating routine goes off, and it is the most egregious bit of stunt doubling you ever saw.
It's so... Okay, we're going to show you, but Melissa Joan Hart, wobbles off screen and then comes back in with, a quadruple pirouette.
Yeah. I mean, now, look, Andy and I, we watch a lot of films. We're professional critics. We've got a trained eye, but do see if you can spot... See if you can spot the edit point. It is so unbelievably choice how that focus pull at the end isn't quite quick enough.
You see, just a random woman.
It's like the cameraman's like, "Oh, it's way obvious." Was this movie intended to be released for the Nokia N-Gage or something? Like it was going to be on a screen this high?
Shown to patients recovering from eye surgery. I don't know.
It's so good. Also, it's another example in this movie of they do what they need to do, but then they accidentally they can't resist going to it was kind of okay until she started doing
Yeah, they went way too far with it. It's like a couple of jumps, fine.
Yeah, fine.
Then she starts pirouetting at the speed of light.
Yeah, she's like, "Oh, I'm an artist, but when I was 10, I used to do ice skating. Anyway, I turned into a Beyblade now."
So, yeah.
Bores down through the center of the earth.
Trying to escape, eh?
I knew it, through the center of the earth. Well, guess what? I have the key to that.
So we cut to the dinner. Mum doesn't make her annual toast like she always does, which is unusual.
Yeah, because she's just sort of staring unfocused.
She's disassociating again. Jack wants to share his gay news, but Katie, the other sister, interrupts first to share the news that she dropped out of law school and has spent all her parents' money on a Pilates studio in California.
Yeah.
Dad doesn't know what that is and then refers to it as moving to the land of fruits and nuts.
He says, so you're moving to the land of fruits and nuts to lay around all day and stretch.
Don't love that. Don't like that.
So then Mum starts laughing uproariously, like manic, like she's becoming the Joker. She's really drunk. Has anyone seen the Christmas dinner episode of The Bear? Yeah. Okay, it's like that, but more uncomfortable to watch. So Mum's drunk, Dad is livid. He's like, our daughter's made a fool out of us.
Yeah.
And he's yelling.
He's trying to get her to he's like, you're going to re-enroll in college, get the money back. And then Jack's like, I'm gay.
He just interjects into this, I'm gay, and Mum says, oh, honey, I know, and then laughs and laughs and laughs even harder. In that kind of like, oh, I know, I just was going to sort of let you sit with the news. Let you wonder if we were okay with it,
Let it sort of poison you from within.
So Dad looks aghast at this revelation, but now it's Mum and Dad's turn to take some chunks out of each other. I sure hope the music's up to this.
And also, I hate that we never talk about anything important.
Maybe that's because we all live in your world, Catherine. One where nobody can say anything honest because it might be upsetting. You are the puppet master, and I am your little clown.
Stop it! God, you two, what are you guys doing? You think I'm controlling? You are the ass who is forcing your children to become mini versions of yourself. This isn't my world, because if this was my world, I wouldn't have to picture Clint Eastwood just to get through our annual birthday sex.
To be fair, the music is really trying.
And you can tell it just has to get louder and louder and louder.
It's fun.
Throw the fork, Mikey. I wish that this scene didn't have that soundtrack. I would honestly love it if it was just sort of like eerie silence.
Yeah, we'll rescore it later.
That'd
be fun.
So there's a moment of shocked silence after Mum says this. Everyone looks around surprised. And then in that moment of quiet, the police kick down the door and run in with their guns drawn.
The jig is up. Melissa Joan Hart comes clean. Mario Lopez tells everyone what's going on. At this point, Grandma sees a way out and attempts suicide by cop. I think we have a picture. Unfortunately for her, she is easily disarmed by Mario Lopez. And we cut to the whole family in jail.
The other thing just to note about Grandma here is she sort of like wanders in drunk with a gun. Is like Mario Lopez sort of talks her down.
Yeah, she says, I don't know who bought the bacon, but I'm frying up a pan, or something like that.
Yeah. And then when Mario Lopez just sort of like gently leads her away by the elbow, she starts to weep and cry and says, I was on Broadway once.
It's fun.
This movie
It's not sad, no it isn't.
This movie is so grim. So
whole family's in jail.
So they're all in prison. Mum is cross with Melissa Joan Hart for being a kidnapper. Melissa Joan Hart rolls her eyes at her mother's admonishment in a way that's like, Moms, am I right? You can't ever please them. Honestly, one little kidnap and they're on your ass.
I know, can't even kidnap these days.
Yeah. The cop comes back in and says that Mario Lopez didn't press charges, so they're all free to go, except Grandma, who, because she held a gun on the cops, isn't free. She can't leave, but everyone else does. Grandma is not mentioned again.
Legitimately, everyone else leaves. That's like, the last we see of her. This is never followed up on.
They're like, not you. You drew a gun on the cops, so...
Yeah, we're pressing charges.
Yeah. You'd hope the jury would be sympathetic.
Yeah.
But, I mean, the facts speak for themselves, don't
they? Grandma will die in prison. So, I don't think this is how pressing charges works, by the way.
Oh, yeah, no, right.
Yeah.
Definitely not.
I don't think...
If you do a crime and a federal crime that everyone sees, but
then... the police are involved with, and...
Yeah. Or else, like, you could never arrest scary criminals.
You could never arrest anyone. You could never arrest anyone for murder because you shoot someone and they're dead and they can't press charges.
Wait a minute, have we been wrongly convicting every murderer? Because actually, if no one's pressing charges...
The police don't want you to know about this hack. Cops hate him.
So, as she's given back her possessions, the cop at the desk looks at the engagement ring that Melissa Joan Hart had to forfeit when she went in, and she's in awe of it, and she says, wow, you hold on to that man. Outside the state...
Sorry.
Outside
in a firm headlock.
Yeah.
As you drag him to your car. Yeah.
Outside the state house or wherever they are, I don't know. Melissa Joan Hart finds Mario Lopez lingering on the steps. She says, thanks for not pressing charges. And he smiles at her because he's in love. And she returns the ring. Now, Mario Lopez is, of course, deeply conflicted. He's no longer being held hostage under threat of death, but he has fallen in love.
Yeah.
What is he to do?
Well, his fiancée Jessica comes up.
Boo!
Yeah. And she's like, is this the woman who kidnapped you? And then is mean to her. And we're like, how dare you?
It's so funny. Jessica's contribution to the movie so far has been to rescue her boyfriend from kidnappers. And the movie's like, me.
Real piece of work, this
Look
one.
at this inconsiderate shrew. She won't let Mario Lopez marry his true love.
Marry his kidnapper. Because he's got Stockholm Syndrome.
Yeah.
So they go off together and Melissa Joan Hart is left bereft.
Doing that face that she's doing for most of the film.
I did a kidnap. So we cut to Valentine's Day. Nearly 2 months has passed.
This is annoying. It's a Christmas film. They blow through actual Christmas Day, and it's horrible. They all have an argument and go to prison.
It's holiday in handcuffs, not Christmas in handcuffs. Valentine's Day is a holiday. Checkmate.
Well, there you have me. So Melissa Joan Hart is back at the diner, where she no longer works, probably because she stole her boss's gun.
And kidnapped a man.
There. But we find that she's quit her job.
It's now known on TripAdvisor as the place where you get kidnapped at gunpoint. So,
Lucy has made partner of the restaurant. So if you were wondering what's happening to Christmas deviant Lucy, things are going well.
Things are going well. She bemoans her unrealistic expectations. She hasn't heard from Mario Lopez since she kidnapped him.
It's so funny. It's like, so he hasn't called.
I don't know
my victim? No!
She's like, I don't know what I expected. I guess I just hoped that he would get back in touch.
Yeah, she says, there is no perfect job, perfect family, perfect guy. Well, you kidnapped him. So then Melissa Joan Hart picks up the newspaper and is shocked because there is a news story on there. David Martin, Mario Lopez, and Jessica Barber, they've set a date for the wedding. Why this is in the newspaper with a photo, I don't know.
They do announcements in the newspaper.
Yeah.
But it's mostly to upset Melissa Joan Hart, I think.
Yeah. It's in the section of the newspaper that's just bad news for Melissa Joan Hart.
Yeah, your dad's got you another job interview.
No! Oh, no.
So in Jessica's parents' house, Mario Lopez, he looks like a man condemned as the wedding planning goes on around him. It's overwhelming. He looks at 1,000 different fonts and is asked for his opinion on fonts. I need air, he says, and runs outside, unable to commit to a font.
As you can see, he's trapped in a living hell. The kind of living hell that his kidnapper would never consign him to. I mean,
No.
She did take him at gunpoint, but she'd never be like, choose a font for the wedding. I can't live like this.
She would blast a hole in the seat near his genitals.
Yeah.
But not through his genitals.
Never
And
through.
That's the mark of a classy kidnapper.
Never through the genitals. As long as you
No.
follow the rules. The Keymaster's rules. Okay, so Mario Lopez asks Jessica, his fiancée, do you ever have doubts about us? And she's, in real life, if someone said that to you when you were wedding planning, you'd be like,
Yeah.
But she's like, no, I never have doubts. We make sense for each other. We'll have a fairy tale wedding and a fairy tale life. and Mario Lopez's secret heart is in terrible conflict.
We cut to Melissa Joan Hart. She's done a new painting of her skating at the cabin. Her phone rings and it's her brother Jake. And she finds out, as she's on the phone, that she has been accepted into a show at an art gallery. A new artist exhibit. They want a piece from her. And she asks Jake to come with her. She says, don't invite Mum and Dad. I want it to be my night, with no fighting or anyone looking lustfully at Mario Lopez.
Good luck. So we cut right to the art show. Her painting is, it's an impressionistic piece of her ice skating in front of her kidnapped victim. Presumably she didn't tell the gallery that's what this scene depicts. My crimes. I've painted my crimes.
I gave you all the clues, Mr. Policeman.
So,
Jake is there. He introduces his boyfriend, Ryan. But then he reveals he brought the rest of the family with him. No, says Melissa Joan Hart, but it turns out that Mum and Dad are using therapy language now and apparently are nice now.
Yeah, there's a weird hesitation to their dialogue that suggests to me that they were prescribed something quite heavy. They're like, no, we like to listen to you now. She says, damn it, I'm an artist. And they're like, we agree you're an artist and we like you.
Yep.
The only thing that's good about this scene is that she yells at her parents really loud in the art gallery, and there's like 3 people in the art gallery, and no one looks over. But you wouldn't, would you? You'd be like, look at the art, look at the art. We can leave in 10 minutes.
So someone buys Melissa Joan Hart's painting.
Who?
It's a surprise. Her mom asks if she's sad about Mario Lopez, and then she leans into Melissa Joan Hart and says, if there's one thing I know, it's the corrosive nature of silence. Just... Okay. And
she said, and Melissa Joan Hart's like, no, I'm worried. I think maybe it's too late. And Mum says it's never too late. Brackets to be with your kidnapped victim.
Yeah. But Melissa Joan Hart explains that it is too late because he got married today.
Yeah.
Later that night, she leaves the gallery and goes to her car. But who's this with a romantic gesture?
For the benefit of audio listeners, well, you can probably guess, can't you?
Yeah. Mario Lopez just romantically kidnapped Melissa Joan Hart.
I mean, she's blindfolded and dragged away, but it's with a scarf, so it's nice. He leads her blindfolded into a room festooned with fairy lights, which is his, once romantic speed. Time to be romantic. I'll festoon something with fairy lights.
Yeah, Valentine's Day's coming up. I better buy a bale of fairy lights.
I'll just unwind the Christmas spool. Yeah. So there's fairy lights everywhere, and he removes the blindfold. And she looks around like, oh.
Oh, wow. Wow. And he then lists all of her flaws.
It takes a while.
Yeah. And then he says, I lost a lot because of you, but I've realized I don't want any of those things. Everything I want is right here, he says. And then he reveals that he's founded a new bad business.
Yes, he has a plan for their future. It's this building. I want him to explain it.
Martin Art and Architecture. Gallery and studio.
Wow. It's amazing.
And I've just acquired my first piece.
So she still can't sell a painting to anybody she doesn't know.
Melissa Joan Hart, in her artistic career, has sold one painting, and it was to a victim. So, okay, let's just try and dive into the business plan for, what was it, David Art and Architecture.
Yeah.
So
Martin Art and Architecture.
Yeah, Martin Art, that's it, Martin Art. So it's an art gallery for Melissa Joan Hart's paintings, which are not popular because they just did an exhibition of them and they were only bought by someone who's trying to marry her.
Yes,
And
but also you can get some architecture done.
Yeah.
If you want.
So do you think the idea is that you walk past and you think, oh, nice painting, and you pop in and you're like, hey, I would like a painting, and then Mario Lopez is like, and while you're here, why not commission a bridge?
Yeah. You're like, I have been thinking I should have a bridge.
We've actually got a 2-for-1.
Yeah. I was going to go across the street to John's bridge design. No. We're your one-stop shop.
So convenient. I was heading into town to buy a new piece of art for the living room and also commission a block of condominiums. And I thought I would have to go all over town.
I'd have to pay for parking twice.
No more. Or is it that you're like, okay, well, I run a building firm, and you're like, okay, well, let's talk, let's draw up some plans. Here we go, it's a sort of like eco-garden, new like park the city's trying to buy, and then it's like, you're going to need a painting for that garden. How about this
Luckily,
one?
I've got one.
But there's more where that came from. I hope you like this particular style and size of art, because this art gallery only does one artist, the unproven Melissa Joan Hart.
It's a bit Mid-Journey-y, but it's fine.
Don't check a criminal history.
Yeah.
It's fine.
He's excited about this. He says he doesn't have to prove anything to anyone anymore, and then he kisses her. She's like, can you unhandcuff me? He says no. And they kiss some more, and then we get some outro narration from Melissa Joan Hart. She says, there may be no such thing as a perfect job, life, and family, but there is a perfect moment. So I take it back. Doing one crazy thing probably does make you crazy, but it can also make you happy, she says, cementing the message of this film, which is that whatever you do, as long as it makes you happy, it's fine. Eating people while dressed as a clown probably made John Wayne Gacy happy. And it was fine.
So we crossfade to the execution chamber. The chemical compound is injected, potassium chloride stops her heart.
Yeah.
And that's the film. And that is Holiday in Handcuffs. I really like when Mario Lopez is like, I don't have to prove anything to anyone. And it's like, to be fair, marrying your kidnapper is a good way to shove it to society, isn't it? Yeah.
True, yeah.
Okay, so that was that. Sorry.
Yep. Sorry I had to see that. I hope it didn't ruin your Christmas too badly. Bye.
Thank you so much for coming. You have been a wonderful audience, and it's been a real pleasure, and this was great, and we hope you all have a wonderful holiday season.
Not in handcuffs.
Not in handcuffs. Or well...
Unless. Yeah.
Right,
Bye.
now I've got to get someone back to his cage.
I'll say it one more time. I have been kidnapped. Please do call the police.
What's he like? What's he like?
All right.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
We have been Mum Can't Cook, the Decon podcast, ostensibly. Have a good night.
There you have it. That was our Xmas special, Holiday in Handcuffs. Hope you enjoyed listening to it more than you enjoyed watching the movie. Shouldn't be hard.
Yeah,
shouldn't be hard.
Yeah, it was. I actually didn't hate. No, I did hate the movie. Ignore me. I hated the movie.
Sure.
Cool.
Sure.
Yeah, I hated the movie.
Yeah,
what are we going to do next?
Oh, Luke, well, I'm glad you asked. Next time on the podcast, which will be in a few weeks, we're taking our customary Xmas break. So, why is this calendar so bad?
Do you mean like the Gregorian calendar?
Yeah, the Gregorian calendar. Why is it so bad? We should go back to the Julian calendar. I've been saying it for ages. Anyway, we will return after our customary Xmas break on the 20th of January.
Yeah.
But if you can't go that long without Mum Can't Cook, don't worry. There will still be bonus episodes on the Patreon feed. So if you did want more Mum Can't Cook, you can go to patreon.com/extra helpings. And there you can sign up and listen to our bonus episodes about So Weird, which is kicking off season 3.
Yep.
The feed will be uninterrupted throughout the Xmas period. So if you need more Mum Can't Cook, you can't go until the 20th of January without. That's the place to go.
Yep.
Right. 20th of January. We are going to be doing, Luke, I know you're excited about this one. High School Musical 2.
Yes!
That's right.
Woo!
We're heading back to East High, or whatever it was called.
Whatever it is.
More of the adventures of the gang. You know, all of them.
I can only remember Sharpay.
Jet, Sharkface. So that's all coming up. Here we go. Here's the description. School's out, so it's time to sing, dance, and celebrate for the Wildcats of East High. Landing summer jobs at a ritzy country club. Oh my God, this sounds so good. The teens are ready for fun, but instead, their friendships and relationships are put to the test.
So they're not in high school. That seems like an odd move.
For high school musical too? Yes, it does, doesn't it? Well,
Yeah,
a
it's
sort of
also not
similarly
a musical.
a similarly baffling decision to have them auditioning for the callback auditions for a musical and not actually show the musical in High School Musical 1.
That's right. Okay, I'm really excited. We're going to get 2025 off to a good start with High School Musical 2. We're going to start as we mean to go on.
By watching a film from 2007. Oh my God, Luke.
What?
I've just seen the runtime.
What?
It's an hour and 56 minutes long.
What? You're joking. That can't be right.
I wish I was joking. This is going to be the longest Monk Can't Cook episode ever.
To runtime.
Can't believe it's an hour and 56 minutes long.
Shit.
We're gonna need all the time between now and January 20th to watch this friggin' thing.
To watch this damn thing. Hun, what do they think they're doing?
What are
they
they
not
doing?
even in high school?
What?
Oh my God.
Jeez. All right, well, thanks for listening, folks. Hope you enjoyed the live show.
Christmas is over.
Christmas is ruined. See you in January.
Oh, bye.
Hey, Luke, Merry Xmas, Merry festive times. Hope you're having a good time. Just
Happy
relaxing,
holiday
enjoying
to
the
you,
holiday,
Andy. Have a Yule
the holiday
log.
season.
Here it is.
Happy seasonal Yule log day
Yep.
to you and to yours,
Open your
however you
mouth
celebrate it.
And I'll put the
I will.
Yule log in. There it is.
It's on fire. What's that?
It won't be on fire
Fine.
once it's in you. You're
Fine.
full
Well,
of full of liquids.
Okay, good. I'll tell you a bunch of people who are having a very special festive period.
Yep.
And that's our wonderful chefs de cuisine.
I've got Yule logs for all of you.
That's right. Well, for example, Moist Drippings, Danny Cap, Decom Lover, Chase Baker, and Ryan Midema. They're all high-powered executives from the big city, but they had to go and close down an artisanal bakery in a small town that understands the real meaning of Christmas, but you'll never guess what happened.
Well, if I wanted to know what happened, I could just ask Zora, Stingray, Smash, Savannah, Burger Boys, and Girl, Mar H, Prince Reynart, and Danny Ward, because they have dreamed for a long time of being an architect, but they have to learn to stand up to their boss, who makes a lot of money, and tell them that actually they don't care about money, they care exclusively about Christmas, and that will probably still be fine come January.
Man, I respect them so much for that. Kelpie Riders Club, Philip Stevens, Sarah Mattocks, Freddie Moore, and Will Thomas. Now, these folks, they've accidentally domed Santa. That's right, they were practicing with their guns and they accidentally shot him dead. There's a busy night ahead for them as they take over.
Moon activist Sage Borealis, Shane Entei, Liz L, Ethan Pearson, and Quinn is Teething are just sort of normal operatives of a missile defense system when their finger slips, a false alarm, something beeps on the sonar. That's it, they've domed Santa with a missile. Ground-to-air missile. Now it's up to them to pick through the wreckage of Santa's sleigh and potentially fall in love.
With what? I won't ask. Hey, look at this. It's Snowy Owl, Paul Stokes, Kyle Bain, Nuka Level, and Ash. These folks' parents have all gone out of town, leaving them home alone. But there are burglars to kill and traps to set. So it's going to be a long night ahead of them as they go about their grim work.
And happy Christmas to the Monk, Rory James, Michael Olsen, Robin Jane, and Keith Hall, who are all at the beginning of the movie, just sort of driving home one night. And then who should stumble out from the bushes? You know it, it's Santa. They kill him with their car. But because they're all about to go off to college and have successful lives, this would ruin everything. So they just sort of drop him into the water. But before they drop him in, he wakes up and he looks at them and he remembers them.
And then next Christmas, there's a note and it says, "I know what you did last Christmas."
That's good. I know what you did last Christmas.
Why didn't they make that?
They should have made that.
Oh, look who it is. It's Hef, Jonathan Villa, John Sharplin, Sakari Montonen, and Will Pororetsky. They've got a long Christmas night ahead of them because these folks have all gone to visit their estranged wife at her holiday party. But who's this? Alan Rickman and a bunch of his terrorists who've got in. They're going to have to blast their way out, and wouldn't you know it, they haven't got any shoes.
Merry Christmas to E.T., Ruby Tuesday, Louise Brackets Lola, Cara Dennison, and Danny Bowier. That's right, they're FBI agents who were investigating a string of murders. The only thing that connects them, they were all done by Santa.
I mean, that's quite a connection, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. They have to convince a small town to hand over Santa. Santa's sort of hiding there. He's claimed clemency. He's disguised himself as the local mayor.
He's declared himself a sovereign citizen. Claims the laws don't apply to him. Well, guess what, Santa? He's about to learn.
Yeah.
Well, here are Jeebus Piers-Jones, Mike Kavanagh, Paul Stevens, Tim Craven and Clint Hannah Lopez. Wouldn't you know it, these folks stole Santa's weather machine and it's caused a permanent blizzard across the continental United States, killing thousands, if not hundreds of thousands. So, Merry Christmas to them.
Merry Christmas to them, and also to Clarky the Bearded Coach Driver, Andy, Crescentia Che, Michael Saul, and Chris Pryor. They are all starring in a movie which is a sort of spy exchange.
Sure.
The US government has one of Santa's elves, Santa has one of their diplomats, and they're going to do a sort of exchange at the border.
Very festive bridge.
Yeah, on a festive bridge at the border to the North Pole, but wouldn't you know it, Santa's planning a double cross.
Okay, he's gonna send some kind of goblin instead of an elf instead.
Yes.
Good for him. Here's Who Needs to Sleep, Cole Mastro, Hypermole, Christoph and Duchess. They're all 9th grade students who are taken to a small isolated island with a map, food and various weapons. They must fight one another for 3 days until the last one remains and each is forced to wear a special collar that will explode when they break a rule. Oh wait, that's not a Christmas movie. Sorry. My bad. Oh wait, it's happening at Christmas.
There you go. Perfect. Santa's doing it. Happy holidays, Adam Steele, Courtney Rail, Andrew the Osteo Gent, Crapolio, and Elizabeth. A frat party gone wrong sees Santa die, but they need to keep. But
here comes the crusty old dean.
Here comes the crusty old dean, and Santa's expected to do all of his deliveries. It's time for them to put some sunglasses on Santa's corpse and walk him all over the earth.
Weekend at Santy's.
Weekend at Santy's, yeah.
Oh no, it seems that Brandon Plesh, Morven Butterworth, Nerdazoid Bracket Sean, Business Corgi, and Jambo Number 5 are going to be turning up unannounced at a 17-year-old Keira Knightley's house to bother her with handwritten messages and also to reveal that they filmed her wedding, but it's all shaky close-ups of her face. Still, I wish them the best for the holiday season.
Ditto to Angel Beat, Z-Man, Matt S, Seish, and Alan St. George. They're just trying to enjoy their Christmas on Amity Island, but who's this in the water? Why, it's Santa. He keeps snatching people up, tearing their legs off and such. So it's up to this plucky gang to go out on a boat and do what they can to stop him.
But the Christmas weekend is obviously huge for business, and the mayor claims there's no such thing as Santa.
Yeah, but you know who the mayor is? It's Santa in disguise. He's claimed clemency again.
Well, an angel will be visiting Hannah Kirchner, Jack Fabian, Ethan Lappin, Homemade Mask, and Jotham Von Clara to show them what the world would be like if they had never existed. And then there's going to be a whole sort of thing with their bank that they work at. It's going to be very heartwarming, is the main thing. But also at one point they will accidentally kill Santa. So push him off the bridge. Yeah.
It sounds sweet, though.
Yeah.
Julian, Rundlet, Blake, Autumn Holloway, Matthew Cohen, and Andy Meany, they thought they were just heading up to Santa's castle to do a bit of ordinary sort of land brokerage. But it turns out that Santa has something else on his Christmas menu.
Oh.
Their blood.
Dang.
That's right. Can you drive a stake through Santa's heart? End his reign of terror.
And finally, Rue Kyler, Jamie Langford, and Vintage Alicia will have to contend with sadistic murderer Art the Clown as he's set to unleash chaos on the unsuspecting residents of Miles County as they peacefully drift off to sleep on Christmas Eve. That is a Christmas one.
Yeah.
Unbelievably.
Just couldn't it be Santa? Could it be Santa who's doing it?
He kills Santa early on, so it's kind of in theme.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Merry Xmas.
Merry Xmas, everyone.